right, welcome everyone to another session of Tales of Tellos, the Steam Age, first one of 2024. So, welcome, one and all. So, we're happy to have you here, and we hope that you enjoyed your New Year's. So, uh, just quick things for it all. Oh yeah, Lance, aka Chaos, he'll be joining us a little later, hopefully. So, you might see him pop in, and then but we're gonna still continue with the session for it. But if you're interested in catching any of the episodes that he's DM'd from his campaign on Thursdays, that goes concurrent with my campaign on Tuesdays. So his set in a different time setting in Age of Antiquity. Feel free to check out our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. We have all of our prior episodes posted there. By thankful with Yeah, we have all our episodes posted there. So if you want to take a look, go ahead. If you're returning to watch and you've been watching thus far, welcome back. Happy to have you. All right. Before we get started, we did have something come up last year, but want to share it kind of like with the first of it. But we officially have our chance art. As I am pulling it up, hopefully it zooms in. We have actually two collections from it. The first is Chance with her token and such, with two foxes, Hamra and Jack, over there. And then the second one, we have actually more formal wear that just looks so pretty and gorgeous for it with the coloring for it. But otherwise, we have basically our the set of our new art for it all. So
it looks so good.
Yeah.
Chances looks awesome.
Yep. So
Chance does look good.
Awesome. So yeah, we have that going for it. And yeah, we overall it was a great year last year. We have now all of our art. We'll see how long if we can get like maybe perhaps a group photo of us of the seven of y'all. But right now we have finally caught up with all of the token arts that we're gonna be using. And
now, nobody die.
Now no one die, please. And also we'll be updating, maybe we'll see halfway through the campaign or when, depending on how characters grow.
Yeah, I was about to say, now everyone, let's get level 11 so we can get power upgrade art.
All your legendary items and your very rare equipment, your new like +3 armor and such. We'll see. Awesome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a great 2024, and let's get started with session 20 to kick off the year for 2024. So let's get started. All right. Last time, our adventurers, our travelers, made their way across the Tanin Desert. The group had been traveling for a few reasons, everyone having their own multitude of motivations, but boiling down to this. The group has heard a few prophecies and now wishes to speak with the Arif. By speaking with the Arif, they've decided, to get to speak to the Arif, they've decided that they needed to ally themselves with Skender's guild. Several of them joined, several of them didn't, and from their joining of it, they took on a quest to purge one of the oases of the Serpentkin and other creatures that were threatening to poison it and do harm. Last session was the combat. You all had successfully snuck a group in with putting Zanny and Big Red into the bag of holding, and then M with Pass Without a Trace on, as well as invisibility from Chance, crept all the way in and around and was able to locate their leader, a Serpentkin Mind Whisperer. After ambushing it and the group getting a surprise round, you pummeled them hard, pushed them to their limit, and then they pushed back. And the group had a very intense combat in which they prevailed and were able to successfully not only eliminate all the Serpentkin that were present, they killed all the mains, as well as found a few potions in their cache that the Serpentkin had, and were able to successfully utilize, thanks to Dr. Zanishara, a antitoxin grenade or mechanism that was quickly able to neutralize the poison toxins that the Serpentkin tried to throw into the oasis to corrupt it and the underwater water system that it is connected to. The group has decided to take a short rest, and an hour has passed since then. The group now is gathering about after that short rest, and the scene is yours. Let's everyone roll as I always do. Roll me d20s. Let's see who's going to be going first in in discussions and such. All right, let's quickly do.
What
All
is
right,
the
let's see if you
sorcery?
guys did above the curve or below the curve. Zenny, 14. Alice, 10. Hey, that's not usually you're below it. So Callie, 10. M with a 1. Chance with a 12. And Erlon with the 8. Alice and Callie, roll another d20 for me, please. 18. And an 8. All right. So Alice will go before Callie. So let's start with the good doctor, Dr. Zanishara. It's been about an hour. You've been serenaded, or you've been hearing the two bards playing occasionally their musical instruments, or at least for the Song of Rest for a short bit, before the two of them went and started talking to other individuals. An hour has passed. You've successfully been able to complete a short rest, so you can get your spell slots back. What is the doctor doing or going to do in this moment, whether it is just personal stuff or seeking out any individuals or the group to rally them onward?
Now that I've got everything, now that I've got my spell slots back, actually, I don't. Is it ritual? Yeah, it is ritual. But anyway, I want to start taking a look through some of this gear that we've policed up. See if we can start doing some identifications.
All
It's
right.
probably what I'm doing in my hour, like because it's I've got it prepared. I've got identify prepared, and I can ritual it.
Okay. Let's do the ritual. And sorry, which I got distracted for a moment. Let me get potion. Ah, yes, the 4 potion or 4 items that you had found, correct? So you would have been able to do them, and you would have. I'm just gonna like repost them here. So you were able to successfully look at them and find out that they are the dusts of sneezing and choking, the potion of healing, potion of greater healing, and a potion of fire resistance. Those are the 4 that you were able to loot from, or not loot, but found in a cache amongst the serpentkin.
Okay. Um, that's the only. So that's the only. Those are the only magical items we came up.
Yeah,
That's all
those
the
are
magical items we're aware
only
of.
magical items that they had.
I think the only other thing that she's doing, like right now, it is a bunch of hanging out near the water, doing testing. Like in any free time she has, she's testing the water and making absolutely sure that we can report back and be like, hey, we're good.
All
It's
right,
no poison.
roll a medicine check as you're divining. Actually, medicine or nature. I'll give you your option because of the circumstances.
I'll take the nature. Give myself every advantage I can get here because I'm still exhausted. Okay.
You only have 1 level of exhaustion, correct?
Right. That's still skill checks.
Disadvantage with, yeah. Just wanted to
Yeah.
double check instead of like 2 levels because that's
Yeah.
gonna be important because now you guys gotta make the return trip back. All right, awesome. All right, with an 18, you are, after an hour has passed, you are able to reasonably determine that the oasis is clean. It is whatever antitoxin potion mechanism that you created was able to prevent, because it was like within less than 6 seconds of it throwing it and then you throwing it and blasting it, was able to neutralize it. You even try to find like a way, like a little canteen, and put it like you create a little mechanism where you can pop the cork of it underwater and you let it sink to the ground or at least deep into the oasis, pop the cork and then extract the water deep down inside the oasis, pulling it back up, and then test that water instead of just the surface, and you are able to reasonably ascertain you've successfully saved the oasis.
So between that's pretty much what Zany's been doing for the hour, and then so pretty much at the end of it, she's just finally got her her end result, and she's holding up the vial and just to everybody in general, just going, "We're good. Uh, ain't no way this is gonna be poison now. If it ain't now, it ain't gonna be. So
All right.
double up the money."
And you do see Lance thinking like, all right. And he starts. You see him like doing calculations, math, dividing in his head about the sums that are going to be divided. Excellent. Anything else for you, Doctor?
No, I think that's it right now. That she's still in make sure the job got done mode.
Perfect. Let's go then to Alice. Alice, anything you're doing after the short rest? Rallying the troops, talking to anyone? Anything you want to mention?
Chance got a 12.
Oh, I always skip that. Sorry, Chance. It's Chance, then Alice, then Calliope. Sorry. So yeah, Chance. What? Anything you're doing after the hour is up? After you've been reciting poetry to the group and then having some conversations. And if you're talking, I can't hear you. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Was anyone else able to hear Chance? Is it my mic or okay?
I didn't hear anything. Nope.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully, if you want to try doing a mic check, Chance, we'll circle back to you if that's the case, or sign out and then sign back in. Hopefully, that'll do the trick. And yeah, I don't. Hopefully, I see you unmuting, and then but I don't hear anything. So try logging out of Zoom and coming back in for it. All right. We'll circle back to that. Alice, is there anything Alice is doing?
Well, she took a bath, so now she's wet. Um, she's mostly going to be taking time to dry off her clothes, so she's pacing around a lot before she puts her clothes back on. She brings her like stuff back over to where the rest of the group is, and she's gonna hang her actual clothes like on a limb, like on a tree or something, so they're off the ground. Okay, on a rock, maybe not a tree. But she's pacing around in her petticoats right now, just trying to get some of the desert breeze to dry her off, and she looks rather invigorated.
Perfect. And it does dry out quickly. It is over 100 degrees outside. It is able to dry up very quickly.
So it's not humid, so it's not gonna just linger on me.
Nope.
Thank goodness. Yeah, no, she's in pretty good spirits right now. So she's just kind of like talking to everybody. She'll say hi to Zanny and then Callie, and then go over to Erlon and like nudge him a little bit with her toe, and then walk away again. Just in a good mood.
Awesome. All right. Let's circle then back to Chance. I see you signed back in. You can do a mic check. Hopefully it works. No? Okay. Hopefully we can figure something out for it because we need our chance here. So let's go then just for a moment to Callie. Callie, anything Callie is doing at this moment after the short rest has been had?
It's breaking down her weapon, oiling it, reloading it, making sure that no sand has fouled it, and then that's about it.
All right, sounds good. And you're able to have any other conversations you want to have, you're able to do so, but otherwise, you're all good. Let's then go to Erlon. Big Red, you just got your Alice nudged you with your toe with her toe, but anything Big Red is doing after the short rest has been had?
Probably just feeling beyond exhausted, like just I don't know. After this is the first time like in a fight that it's not so peppy, like so drained of everything, but still kind of taking it all in that we won, and also that we finished our first quest technically.
Mhm.
So the excitement's still there, but super like just tired.
Yeah, I just
I'm all
imagine just was like laying
Yeah.
next to the
Just
on
slumped
next to the
over.
Oasis, maybe his feet are in the water. Who knows?
Mm.
But he's just tired. You have two levels of exhaustion, correct?
Yes, 2 levels of exhaustion still. So
So
tired.
movement speed is halved, and you are
Yep, and
very tired.
disadvantage.
So
So
awesome. Let's go then to M. Anything M is doing at this moment after the short rest has been had?
I think he probably just helping Zanny make sure that the Oasis is safe. If he needs to, he'll do some purify food and drink rituals into it, just to make sure. But yeah, he fell a couple times during that battle, so he's kind of tired. Not mechanically exhausted like Big Red is. He doesn't have exhaustion points, but he took a bit of a beating, so he's just trying to get that extra rest in.
Yep, especially because you're potentially going to be a camel later on today. You're not carrying anyone at this moment, but it's it's still early in the morning. It's probably like around 9 a.m. or it was dawn when you woke up, close to around like 5:36. Then you guys headed over after an hour, so it was like around 7. You had then the you got here combat around 8. Short rest is over around 9 o'clock. You have still a lot of sunlight left in the day to travel for it all. All right,
Or we could travel when it's not ridiculously hot out.
that is true. It would delay things potentially, but that's something you all can discuss in a moment. Let's double check. Chance, are you able to connect right now? I'll take that as a no. Hopefully, I'll check in on you and hopefully and see if you're able to connect with it. But otherwise, Lance does kind of like try to after collecting some bones from the sands and such. And you just see him like stuffing a half skull or like a skull without a jaw into it, into his bag of colding. He looks around. All right, should we head back then? Is everyone ready?
Let's go.
I'm pretty good. I mean, I can hit the road if we need to. Yeah.
Do you bring up or try to mention staying here for the day? For a few
Uh,
moments.
yeah, I was getting ready to. And yeah, Em would just say, or we can travel when the sun isn't beating down on us, making it a bit difficult to do said traveling. I
Hmm.
know a couple of us, and he'll kind of look over at Big Red, have not really been handling the heat well, and during our first travel, I wasn't really doing too well either. Seems like we can avoid this whole struggle if we, travel at night.
Some of us can't see that well at night, but
I can't see either, but that's what we have magic and fire for.
so I suggest that if we do stay, we go get the animals and bring them here and water them up real good.
Yeah, might as well get a little bit of a a break in here. Maybe get some rest in and have a better trip going back.
Are we suggesting just wasting an entire day?
Maybe not the entire day, maybe just 6 hours, 8 hours here that we would probably be already doing at night. We're moving the sleep schedule to the day instead of the nighttime.
So we can
I
be
mean, also,
tired and very exhausted for our travels tonight, or we could just be really tired right now.
or we could be less exhausted, and some of us could actually walk at our full speed. And because if we travel right now, we're as fast as him, and I just point at Red.
They all are just like looking
That's
at
it.
it. And probably just
And that ain't even a dig against him. He took shit like a champ out there, but he's tired of shit and we'll be as fast as him right now. So we need to give him a break.
What, darling?
Yeah, I'm just
Wouldn't it be
saying
as-
every time that we've trekked through the desert, it's been an issue because
Oh
we
no,
go during the day.
yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, even if we leave right now, as opposed to waiting a little bit and going at night, we'd still be going. We'd be going slow if we left right now. Just because Red's a little tired, he gotta get some sleep in before we get going anywhere, or we're not going to get very far anyway.
Why don't I make you a deal? Why don't I go get the animals, bring them back here, and that'll leave you guys time to discuss and decide what we're going to do. But either way, we either can leave from here or we can stay here.
Yeah, either way, we got a perfectly good oasis and we got animals that need water. So
I agree. That's good thinking, Callie. So
All right, she'll head off.
probably do the buddy system. Does anyone want to go with Callie?
Well, seeing
Yeah,
as we've.
I'll go.
Oh,
Or were you about to say, Alice?
I was
DM
going to say, seeing as we've decided already that we're going to stay, my opinion does not matter, so I'll go with Callie and you guys just decide.
I don't think that's true. I wasn't deciding. I just figured we could water the horses and leave from here.
Darling, like three of them have decided it's a democracy, it's fine.
Well, no, you got to get back to Bruce.
Well,
I
as
didn't
fast as
decide
Erlon's
anything. I just
little
brought up an
legs.
idea.
No, I know, and everyone was on board with it, so who am I to throw a temper tantrum? I'm very good at throwing temper tantrums, though.
Well,
If we do, I will just say this: if my math is correct, and you can just see like Lance was just like again doing like math calculations in the air. We should still make it if we're just switching, moving the 8 hours we would have slept at night to right now. Then we're resting right now. We might have some issues with people suddenly staying awake at night and trying to sleep in the day. But otherwise, after the first night, we can try to avoid a lot of the heat exhaustion going forward.
Callie apologizes to Embrin, says, I'm sorry. And she takes his hand and she takes Alice's hand after apologizing to her. And she says, we're all going to go get the horses and the camels.
Oh,
Right?
Sure.
Callie, M, and Alice head off. Is there any conversations any Big Red, Chance, or Lance would have together? Just kind of like cutting up the scenes a
Yeah,
little bit.
Lance, is there any conversations Lance would have?
You know, I found some dead body parts over there. Looks like a shepherd might have run afoul. I just want you to know, carrying some bones with me, so don't be alarmed of where I got them.
I'm calling bullshit because Lance would never tell us what he was thinking.
All I'm trying to say is I'm trying to give you fair warning because a lot of you are doubting my awesome necromantic powers.
there you go.
So,
There's Lance.
I'm
yeah,
trying
I
to let
forgot.
you
Okay.
know
Ooh.
where I've acquired the product. So when I do raise my awesome skeleton, none of you are alarmed.
Thank God. That worried me for a second.
That
I'm
is at
I'm
least.
fully ignoring Lance and just giving Red like I'm checking Red like making sure he's okay.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fucking knocking out.
Yeah. All right.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah, he's taking
Yeah,
a
you're-
double short rest. He's taking a
you're-
medium rest.
You're getting everything short of a full physical while you're just laying there. Just like,
I will take it.
Awesome. Let's go to the other group. Is Callie, M, and Alice. Anything you guys are saying to each other as you're traveling?
How far away did we leave the horses? How far are
About
we going?
an hour away, you did. So if you
On
wanted,
foot.
but here's the thing, that was an hour of sneaking. So it's gonna be quicker. And if you're doing it a jog, it'll be even shorter.
I'm
but-
just gonna turn into a horse and
Well,
There you
please
go.
don't do that. Please don't
Yeah.
do that.
Do I think he
You
already
don't-
said he was gonna do it,
Okay.
so he is a horse right now.
Well,
I mean, I would
Can
have
you under-
asked. I would have been like, "Hey, do you guys want me to just be a horse to get us there quicker?"
No, I need to
Wouldn't
talk
have.
to you.
Or all right.
Hey,
Was that it? Was that what you needed to say?
no, this ain't easy. Alice, you're going to hear some things. You just got to go with me on this. But
Darling, I already assume you're in love with everybody, so you can't surprise me there.
no, don't be gross. Why do you have to make things weird? What happened to you?
Darling, you're
I'm
more
so
than capable of doing it
confused.
yourself.
That's what she said. Anyway, Amber, and I don't know what this crazy bard's trying to say, but I need a favor from you when we get back into town. If you'd be willing, please.
I cannot agree to any favors that I don't know of
Well,
what the favor is.
you have friends in the druid circle, yeah?
The in Jeddah.
Yeah.
I mean, I met them once, sure.
But like,
We're mutual druids.
you're all friendly types. I mean, you like them, they like you, they'd be willing to help you.
Sure, I can agree
You got
to that. That they would probably help me, depending on
so
what I'm asking for.
so I need some special herbs, I think. That
Oh
make
yeah,
you
they can
see
definitely.
things.
They already helped. They already helped me with that. Actually, that's what I met them for the first time.
So I need your help because I need to get
There you
some
go.
very
Stop.
special herbs.
Do you know what kind of herbs specifically you're looking for, or are you just looking to get into herbs and you're looking for some sort of guidance and you want me to surprise you?
All right, you're starting to creep me out a little bit. I actually have a get into herbs. I don't need to get into herbs. I just
Hey,
need something.
you're asking me to get you herbs. That sounds like getting into herbs to me.
I need something that's going to help me come to terms with Ash. And I figured that was the way I was going to do it.
Oh, so you're wanting a good old vision quest.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm I'm sure the druids over there have some. I haven't um well, I the particular herbs that you're speaking of, I know where to get them back in the Fae, but um I'll when we get back to the city, I can check with the druids to see if they have those. They've got I know they've got some that are similar, but to to really get down to what you're looking for, you need something a little bit more powerful than what me and Erlang got earlier.
Like I either want to die, either this bitch kills me or I kill this bitch. Somebody's got to win. But anyways, you just became
All
my
right, now
favorite
I'm a
horse.
bit so. All right,
You just got to trust
metaphors,
me.
gotcha.
Yeah. But you know what's not a metaphor? I just fell in love with you. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set the date. We're gonna get married. We won't have sex or nothing because, to be honest, you don't do nothing for me. But I just fell in love with you because you're willing to help me. Thank you. Oh, and Hearth's gonna live with us too.
So I was right.
Uh,
Alice says that she's pouring herself.
Oh
a
yeah,
drink.
the second he was talking about needing to like come to terms with Ash, Alice was like, "And that's my cue to drink."
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
you want some herbs now, like
Imran,
to get you a little baby step on the way. I've got a little extra uh from earlier.
Can we do that back at the Oasis, or should we do it now?
You could do it wherever you want, really.
Oh, let's do it back at the Oasis. I want to see what Lance looks like when I'm, you know.
When you say baby Imran, darling, what is like the absolute beginners babies first, you know, like when it came to liquor, it was whiskey for me. That was babies first, you know. But what would a person like me want to ever do?
So what I have, and I'm actually trying to scroll back to see what it was called because I forget what it was called. Where is it?
Baby's first hallucinogen.
Okay, here's where we're talking about it. I just need to someone say the name of it. Unless DM remembers what it was called.
Which one are you talking about?
The stuff that me and Big Red smoked with the druids. I think it was something like Wizzy
Wormwood?
Dream or something. Or yeah, Worm. There we go. That was probably. Oh wait, did I just see it? Dream Flakes. That's the one.
Dream Flakes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
I
dream.
knew.
I was about to
I
say, something
figured.
dream.
I thought it had dream in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. M will. He'll actually just pull out the remainder of his dream flakes and just kind of like open the bag, and this is what I would consider a more of a novice or beginner level. This kind of gets you. This just kind of more heightens what you already see. It doesn't add too much.
Alice, are you gonna?
Oh, darling, I doubt it would mix well with the liquor. I'm just asking for future reference. If you know, like, I have a particularly bad evening, perhaps, perhaps I take a different route than a drink for once. You know, if say we're all imbibing around the campfire, whatever it is you do on adventures, I'd like to know I can keep up.
How do you take it, Erlon or Amber? Sorry. Do you just eat it?
Well, it depends. Different herbs have different methods. And you know, actually, the different methods have different effects as well. But with the dream flakes, you normally just what I normally do at least is just put them in my pipe here.
Can you load up?
Wait, am I going to have to? I don't remember where we parked the horses.
Yeah.
So did you want to wait until the Oasis, or did I'm not?
Yeah,
You're
best to
confusing
wait.
me.
Best to wait. Best to wait.
I was about to say, right now, I'm about to ask before anything a survival check. Now, if you're going to partake, that's going to be with disadvantage
No.
and increased AC. So, but yeah, M, please roll me a survival check, please.
16.
16. Hey, you're able to successfully find Puddin, Humphrey, and Sandra. And after they were basically hunkering down a little bit in kind of like the tent that you guys have probably set up for them to help keep them away from or at least for Puddin, the summer heat. Sandra and Humphrey also probably relaxed in there, but also them being camels, they don't mind, especially with their fur on their legs. They're very easily able to just like lay on the or sit on the sand without getting any burns from it. But you're able to collect the mounts and head back. To time soup things just a bit, you guys arrive back at the Oasis, and I'm just gonna ask: is the final decision to rest up, at least for now, here at the Oasis, and then travel like in the later afternoon? Is that what you all are deciding?
I'm personally voting for that myself.
Okay. Assuming Big Red from his nodding is also saying yes. M is also,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, saying yes. So we have 3 at least for now. I'll roll for Lance.
Sorry, Alice.
Let me
I
roll.
mean,
a
we
d20.
could leave if you want right now, but I'm
I'm
tired.
gonna say 20 or 11 through 20. He's gonna say let's still push forward. 10 was 1 to 10. He's gonna say let's stay at the Oasis.
Let's be real, Lance would stay at the Oasis.
And that's what he said. One
Yeah.
he rolled. The dice gods have spoken.
I was
You
trying to
all
remember. I think he said in the chat too that he wanted to stay.
Okay.
But yeah, the dice said it. Dice agreed. So
Yep.
there we go.
Let's do a quick check. Chance, is your audio working now? Or mic, I should say.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yay!
Yes. Awesome. So let's because we skipped a little bit with Chance, let's kind of like move just back there just because of the audio issues that were happening. Chance, is there anything you wanted to do, say, or right after the short rest happened?
No.
Okay. So as the group then reconvenes, let's just go through. We all are now staying at the Oasis, and let's just go back from the top just to see what everyone else is doing for it. Zanny, anything you're doing for the next 6 or 8 hours as you are resting in the Oasis?
Uh, full maintenance on patience.
Okay. Sounds good. And you are able, if you want, you can talk to anyone at this moment, but if not, we hop over to Chance.
I do have one question. How many did the antitoxin bomb that we had, it took all 6 doses of my antitoxin to make that, right?
Correct. You said all your toxins, so I'm going to say all
Okay.
6.
Just wanted to make sure so I can know to clear out the inventory, right? That's all.
Perfect. Chance, is there anything Chance would be doing over the next 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours?
Presumably sleeping so that we
There
can
we go.
travel at night.
Awesome. So if you're gonna be sleeping, and this is gonna be a very low DC, but and it's gonna be a low DC just because also the warmth and it's just kind of like very much can lull people to sleep. But just roll me a con save. The DC is only 7. And you rolled an 8. So you're able to sleep in the day in the shade. And for you, especially because you are a devilkin, the heat doesn't bother you that much. And especially being next to the oasis, occasionally the kind of like the coolness of the oasis is able to help you with that slumber. Awesome. Let's go. And I will circle back. Zanny, are you also trying to get some sleep, or are you just doing full maintenance and then anything else?
Yeah, that's it. I'm doing full maintenance and then I'm trying to get some sleep in. I'm
Okay,
not.
roll a con save for me then as well.
Do. Oh, the worst thing I could possibly be rolling.
Like I said, 17. You are able to get some sleep. All right. Let's go then to Alice. Alice, anything you're doing as 6 to 8 hours
Are we
about to
counting
pass?
this as a long rest?
It will count depending on your role. That's why I'm asking for the con save.
Oh, what if so a long rest is just not doing anything taxing, correct?
Yes, nothing taxing, but if you're going to stay up, then there's going to be another role
Because we
involved with
woke up about 3 hours ago.
it. About more 4 or 5 at this moment. But yes.
So if I like take a nap, would that count? But not like 8 hours of sleep?
It'll count as a
Because like when you see long rest, it says as long as you're not doing anything.
yeah. I'm gonna rely on the dice. I'm gonna say that if depending on your role, it'll
Okay.
count as a full long rest for gaining spell slots, because that's what the main thing is, versus you getting like your hit points back. I'm gonna let the dice decide it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she is gonna summon Naysir, and she's gonna tell him to get a palm frond and fan her. She's gonna be sitting on the edge of the oasis wherever she can find like a cool breeze through the trees. And
Perfect.
Naysir is fanning her. She's gonna be reading the book Zany gave her to work on her Rian. And she'll probably fall asleep while reading it because it's really boring and hard to read. Not that the story is boring, but she's bad at reading Rian.
Fair enough. And Jen's also posted there, but when we do watch, it's usually 5 to 6 hours of sleep plus 3 hours of low effort watch. So that is true. So Awesome. Roll me your con save. Let's see how she does trying to nap or sleep or rest or do anything. Yep. 21.
She's snoozing.
Counts as a long rest. And this is also for like when you're shifting your body's like circadian rhythm from like nocturnal to or from diurnal to nocturnal. That's what's also going into the effect when I'm asking for this specifically like the con save roll for it.
Oh.
But perfect. Mark off 4 hours or just write in your notes 4 hours of reading, and we're gonna start keeping track of that going forward because that might have some things pop up for it.
Perfect. I've got to remember how much I've done up till now.
Okay, calculate that because that is going to be important for this potentially upcoming session. All right, let's go to Callie. Callie, what are you doing in the next 6 to 8 hours?
Just hovering near Embrin, trying to make sure he doesn't forget that we need to take a little bit of a relaxing moment together.
Awesome. All right. We'll circle back in just a moment because M rolled the 1 for it. But if nothing else, are you also going to try to get rest or no?
No.
Got it. Let me write that down.
You don't need to write it down.
No, I need to write it down. All right. Let's go to Big Red. I'm assuming you're just clocked out at the moment. Or at least trying.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm trying to get as much rest as possible. Like, I mean, I don't think I'd really be able to do much more.
Mhm.
It's just being tired.
Okay. That's fine. Roll me the con save for Big
Yeah, this is where it's gonna
Red.
make me cry.
Well, it's a con save. It's not with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because that's disadvantage on saves and attack starts at 3 exhaustions. Natural
Yeah.
20. There you go. Just
So,
instantly knocked out, sleeping. You
beautiful.
get long rest, and when you wake up in the late afternoon, evening, you only have 1 level of exhaustion.
Yay.
So there we
Worth.
go. All right. M. What is M doing with Callie also hovering near him occasionally?
He didn't forget and wasn't going to forget. We were just talking about going back to the Oasis and packing it up. So that is what he was doing when he got back to the Oasis. So there isn't too much hovering around because the first time Callie goes up to M, he's got his pipe out and he's already packing it up. And
I love Embrin.
takes out the little patch of Dream Flakes. And he's actually going to I'm going to use my my pipe of remembrance. And I'm going to pack it with the charge that of like the item itself that does the heroic moment thing. And I'm going to add the Dream Flakes on top of that, so she gets the Dream Flakes and the smoke is the remembrance thing.
All right. Yeah. M, you started smoking there for it, and Callie, you partake in it. Both of you roll wisdom saving throws for me, please.
Has no one ever taught you to never mix drugs together? Just saying.
I'm like, okay.
You're gonna learn.
I've been taught the opposite. It's don't mix liquor and beer.
Yeah, no grape and grain.
So yeah, you are with the pipe of remembrance. It is already like it has a soothing effect for you. It is a precious item that you have, and you're accustomed to it. And then with the Dream Flakes that you have, by the way, how many doses did you have of Dream Flake? Did you purchase?
This would be the last one.
Okay, perfect. So mark that off the inventory. You can all get more, not a problem. But Hallie,
Mm-hmm.
the 11, you have a good time. Problem is you don't remember much of it. But for the moment, and M can relate to you what happened, but it is a very relaxing state of mind that you are put into, and you feel like you are half dreaming, like everything is a dream at the moment. For M, it is very calm, and he also knows this. Number one, he's used to the effect. Number two, he's been to the Fey realm. Hallie can almost swear she's traveled into the Fey realm, and everything looks beautiful. All the greens are vibrant. There are so many clouds in the sky. They all take on horses. There's like horse clouds just passing and zipping by, and she's just able to watch the stallions just race through the sky. And she's just able, when she smokes the pipe, to just remember all the good moments of her life, however sparse they were. Her riding her first horse, her traveling with the wanton woman, at least the good parts of it,
Mhm.
her just having those heroic moments, including firing and killing any of the enemies that threatened the Oasis at this moment. In her mind, whichever ones that she thought she'd helped with versus any of the ones that she maybe feels a little guilty about. One of the ones that does not come up because of Callie's guilt is any of the scenes in Skender's Guild. Those don't even
Okay.
appear in her mind.
Cool.
But it is an overall good experience. Problem is, you barely remember any of it. You remember hints of it and the emotions. But while that is happening, would there be anything she's saying out loud to M in this hallucinogenic state of mind?
She's if M is amenable, she would probably try to lay her head in his lap, just not being anything other than just getting comfortable, if you would allow that.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she's just kind of recounting the good things that she remembers from, a lot, well, probably more from her dad than from her mom, but the few good memories she has from her mom. A lot of talking about her nanny Bob, and a lot of talking about Cole, and just how much that she wishes they could see her now. And then she starts, thinking about what life might be like in the future with Hearth and with her new family. So
Awesome.
Awesome. And then also as part of the pipe of remembrance, what would the smoke show be from Callie's most impressive and heroic achievement? Because that would be displayed for everyone to see in the smoke.
her most, and that would be up to her to determine. Yes.
Yeah, I suppose so. It doesn't necessarily state who. It just says the bearer's most impressive and heroic moment. So whenever you felt the most impressive and heroic, I guess.
Gets on to her, it would be the moment that she pled guilty to her mother's crime and accepted the sentence.
Yep.
That would be hers.
So that sacrificing moment, the hopes that she had in that moment, the bravery she had in that moment of thinking, this is it, I'm doing this for my mother. And after this, that hope that you had in that brave act, that this would finally bridge the divide that had been growing.
Exactly.
That is the moment that comes to her mind, and she tells M about.
Yes.
Awesome.
M, would you, by the way, try to sleep or no?
Yeah, he would after Callie kind of tires herself out from
She
chatting,
doesn't.
he'll
She's
just
just staring there. She said she would not sleep. So
If
she
she felt sleep overtake her, she would succumb. I didn't know if there would be a somnatic effect, but she wouldn't
this
seek to sleep.
this dream flake, I looked it up, lasts like 4 hours. It can last a while.
Sure.
So that if you want to try to sneak a quick sleep after that, you can. It'll tweak the DCs a little bit, but go ahead then, Callie, roll a con save for me, please.
She probably wouldn't try to sleep. She would want to try to remember. I mean, but if it knocked her out, it knocked her out.
I would say it didn't knock you out, and because you rolled an 11, it's one of those you try to stay awake to
Mhm.
remember everything, but it just slips away.
And she just doesn't. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, especially with an 11, there was no adverse. If you rolled below 10,
Sure.
there would be a bad thing happen. But this is more of just you don't remember much of it. You remember the feeling, but not
Mhm.
the experience.
Cool.
But yeah, overall, he's going to be one of the mounts doing most of the like physical exertion. So yeah, he'll just kind of rest up against a tree and just kind of doze off as much as he can.
Perfect. Roll a con save for me, please, M.
Hey, that's a natural 19.
Natural 19 is good. You were able to get some rest and you get your spell slots back. You are also able to, if I don't think, did M have any exhaustion points? I don't think so. But I
Nope.
just okay, just double checking.
I was a camel, so I didn't have to roll.
Things you only hear in D&D. I was a camel, so I didn't have to roll. All right, let me roll for Lance really quickly. 15, he's good.
And I
Okay.
specifically didn't have to roll because Chance and her
Tiny.
knowledge of camels.
Yep, and her knowledge of camels. That's a very, very true. Which is also very fun that they could just close their eyes and their nose. The nose they could just close off a little bit and not let sand get in, and their eyes have that extra lens. So they're actually not even squinting. They're just walking with that extra lens, just buffeting, kind of like goggles. It's amazing. So Puddin, however, was having a very bad time and probably had to have a blindfold just to not hurt her eyes from all the sand.
Aw.
And it's fine. Like horses, that they're not. It's not bad for that, but yeah. All right. It is now evening on the 7th, and you all pack up your stuff and head out. Let me just double check something quickly. Yes. So now, M, if you would be so kind, roll me a d20 because you're the one who's traveling. And last one was Erlon, who rolled for the day. Now you're traveling at night, so roll for the night events that can happen. A 10. Okay. All right. You all are able to continue on. And roll me a d6, please. A 3. Okay. Cool, cool. Really quickly, is anyone doing anything, saying anything as you guys are traveling? It's a little bit of a dark night. There are clouds that obscure the two moons very much, but occasionally there's a breakage of the clouds or the parting, and you're able to see all like clusters of stars, or see a lot of the light from the moons piercing through and illuminating a lot of the landscape. But just as quickly as it comes, it goes. So it very much this night, it is very much clear, like a lot of light to light your path, and then very, very dark. So it's kind of like an eerie thing. Like a few minutes go by of you seeing the landscape ahead, and then a few minutes go by, and then everything kind of like retracts, and you're only able to see like 5 or 10 feet in front of you if you don't have any lit lanterns and such. Which I will also ask: are you guys lighting lanterns or torches, or traveling stealthily?
I'm gonna stick a light spell on something on the front of Emberin's forehead.
Okay. Perfect. He now has a
Yeah,
like
right to his forehead, right here, like
yeah, yeah,
kind of up on the top of his head, so it's not blinding him, but it's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
headlight.
Exactly. Is
Yeah.
what color is it? Is it just like bright white?
No, 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 no. We ain't one of those truckers. We ain't driving a Ford F-150. It's like, it's not your brights on, but your regular light, so it's not an LED.
Like Sandy, just like awesome.
If
All
they're
right.
if we're behind somebody, we're not gonna blind them in their rearview mirror, okay?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Mm.
Great. And I'm assuming you guys are also helping M with the survival checks, correct? Are we doing the same thing we did last time? Where it's like
Sure.
compassing as well. Like, so someone is showing M the map and trying to like retrace what they did and the two compasses. Um, and with that being said, I know Chance had one of them, and I think was it Big Red or Zanny? Who had the other compass? Zanny. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, both of you are talking to M before he kind of like starts moving forward in camel form, and then finally in camel form, you're going for it. Chance is using like also helping with like the map and occasionally looking at the stars and such to help, especially with her background and kind of like with the astronomy and such. M, roll a survival check with advantage. This is the first 4 hours of the trip. Sorry about the bright lights, by the way.
28. I don't know if it's gonna show up in roll 20 because I had to
Okay,
refresh my roll 20, but 28.
28 is great. Let me just pull up something really quickly.
Oh shit! Does that mean I was? I think that means I was a natural 20 actually, because I have a plus
No,
8.
yeah, that is a natural 20 then. Great. Let me just pull up something really quickly. All right, because it's now the return journey. Yeah, let's start recording. 36 and all right. First 4 hours, the sun kind of starts to set, and it's or in the first 4 hours, it's late afternoon, early evening. The sun heat is a little intense, but thankfully by the end of it, of the first trek, it has gotten cooler as the sun has set. And again, that's when the dim and the darkening starts to occur. You're able to make a lot of good headway early on for it. After that, you go on to the next trek of it all. And I'm going to ask you again to roll another survival check for me, please. And again, with advantage, by the way.
Yep. 20 something, 25.
25. Perfect. All right. Again, you're pushing forward with everything. And it is about at this time around closer towards midnight. When the second, like you're getting closer to the second watch, everyone is like blinking away like they're fatigued because you guys are shifting from diurnal to nocturnal. So all of you, I will ask, is anyone drinking, like, does anyone have coffee? I'm gonna first ask that. Like any canteens of coffee and such. If
I have
not, that's fine.
liquor.
When you guys take a break, is anyone also like quickly boiling tea? If not, no worries.
I mean, if we have I've got fire to help boil things.
Yeah, it's just more about your characters to try, like, in this kind of like narrative, or like what are you guys doing to try to stay awake? Like,
Actually, yeah, I did get coffee and tea. Yeah, I'll make some coffee.
okay, and that helps for you guys. This is more kind of like story wise. There's no mechanics involved with it. This is just like for your characters. What would your characters do this first night as you shifted from sleeping at night to sleeping in the day for it all? So
I'm just going to make sure that I actually had coffee before I told you I had coffee.
okay, do a quick check.
No, I did. Yeah, that's why I was waiting.
Gotcha. So yeah, you are able to make the coffee, and M is able to kind of like warm up the pot for it. That way, you don't even have to dig like a pit for anything. It's a very quick break you guys are able to have, and drink lots of water. Even though it's kind of like it's nighttime, the temperature has dropped only to like 90 degrees. It's a dry heat, not burning or blistering, but it's definitely not triggering rolls that you would have had to make if you were traveling during the day. With
Zanny's
that
handing
said,
Alice 2 glasses.
Alice, do you drink the 2 glasses or 2 cups of coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is gonna
Yeah.
load it up. Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah, I figured.
You all are
One
able
with,
to
one
nod.
without.
Now I gotta drink my cup of coffee. All right, awesome. You
I'm
guys are
sure
cooking.
Lance has a bunch of as I'm drinking soda in real life, it just made me think Lance has a bunch
Yeah.
of like Orca colas and stuff.
Yeah, he would pop an Orca Cola, and I'll mark one off from him. All right, one Orca Cola. You continue on, and want everyone to roll me perception checks, please. If you have dark vision, it's straight. If you don't have dark vision, with disadvantage, please.
I'm assuming camels don't have dark
Camels
vision.
don't have dark vision.
You said with disadvantage.
Correct.
Easy peasy.
All right, and I'll mark off also one valley drop.
Nope,
for
that's
Zanny.
No. I was just saying if he was here, I would actually try to steal one, but he's not here, so I won't do something like that when like the person actually playing the PC is not here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's do some checks. Calliope, do you have dark vision?
Negative.
Okay. I think it rolled. Did it roll 2D? Oh, it did. It rolled a 16.
Yeah.
You rolled a 16 and 17. Perfect. Okay, I was just curious because I was like, wait, that's a high roll.
Yeah. And you so rarely see those from her. Yeah, I get it.
From a perception, that's
I
what
know,
like
I know.
that was why. So, all right, let me roll for this. Okay. As you guys are traveling in the night, Calliope, you are closer to the back a little bit, um, but you're able to notice it in the distance. Something as the night kind of as the shadows of the clouds encompass the area, you see movement up ahead. It
About how
seems,
far?
I would say about 100 or 200 feet. I would say more like 150. Something is quickly like coming closer and trying to use the shadows to their advantage.
Do I know that Alice has the ability to telepathically send anything?
Don't think so.
Okay. She sort of tries to she tries to make a sound like tss, trying to get people's attention without getting that thing's attention.
Roll a quick stealth check just to see if you would be able to kind of get everyone's attention in a quiet fashion. 17. You're able to go "Tss, tss, hey," and anything you're saying now, I'm going to consider whisper. But go ahead.
Yo, there's something approaching us 100, 150, 200 feet ahead, and it's keeping to the shadows.
Okay. You better get ready then.
It's more afraid of. Oh wait, I'm an animal.
Should we sort of split up?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what if one of us kind of splits off and we see who it follows?
I was
don't-
thinking
Yeah.
groups
Okay.
of two, but
I was thinking me and Red on M go one way. Maybe it sees us if it's doing. Maybe it sees us as one thing. See who it goes after. But the two of
Y'all
us
be
on one
careful.
go one way. All right.
Are we in a desert full of desert animals and we're worried about a shadow up ahead? It could just be like a
Yes.
little night cat out and about.
Yeah.
Callie would have been able to say that these look humanoid in shape.
Humanoids.
where is you
And
know,
I'll ask, are you guys still moving forward or have you come to a complete stop?
You stopped.
Okay.
I mean,
Sheldon.
I'd say we stopped. Yeah.
I'm going to roll for something, but continue on.
Can they send Sheldon ahead?
Yeah, I was about to. Yep. Good call. Lance.
Nice
Yeah.
call.
Callie says out loud, trying to, Alice, have you got that saddle belt adjusted yet? Trying to come up with a reason why we would have stopped.
Yeah. And Lance kind of gives like a thumbs up, and Sheldon kind of like just flies up into the air, higher and higher, and starts trying to do some scouting from up top. So you guys are believing like there's something going on with one of the saddles as Lance is closing his eyes and entering Sheldon's sight. Let me roll for Sheldon, the flying snake. Which does not have actually
Oh, shit.
night vision, but that's fine. We'll still roll for it. Perception check with disadvantage. Well, that was a 3 and a 5, so +1, 4, and 6. Yeah. He's not able to see anything, at least in the shadows of it all. And you do hear Lance curse, like, I can't see anything yet. Callie, roll another perception check for me, please.
With disadvantage or
I would say yes, with disadvantage again, because it's still
Running
like,
out of
it's like
time.
the darkness of it all.
Running out
17.
of time.
You are able to tell they are getting closer now that there's shadows. They're trying to kind of like move closer at this moment.
do we have a count? Can we get a count?
With a 17, you can see that there's more than 5.
What the fuck?
Y'all.
All right, fan out.
Come on in.
All right, I'm
Let's
gonna
head
give
out
you
this way.
guys 1 turn to move your tokens about before anything else happens.
Are we
So-
going to take an aggressive posture?
That's up to you. What are you
As
doing?
of right now, no. I mean, we're just right now we're splitting up and then actually going around them. I think at this
Yeah,
point.
just spread out so that they can't surround us.
Yeah, exactly.
Alice,
Yeah.
take Puddin'.
Where are you going?
And Callie dismounts,
Where are you going?
and she's going to try to stealth into the shadows.
All right, roll
Which-
For
stealth check.
16's sake.
And Puddin is amicable, and I will give Puddin now
Okay.
can be controlled by Alice.
Okay.
So you can control the horse token, Alice.
Okay.
On the map, which direction are we headed? Are we headed up
You're
or are we
headed-
headed to the
Yeah.
left?
Yeah, you're heading northwest. So you were heading in that direction where they're coming from.
This way?
Let me ping
Yeah,
again.
just with the ping on the map. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I'm wondering too.
So you guys are coming from there. Yep. And whatever
Okay.
it was, they were coming from this direction. You don't see
Okay,
their
so
numbers yet.
since
Just
we're
because
on
that
kind of
matters
like the
which direction we're spreading out, you know?
Yep.
Yep.
Do we
No,
want
I
to?
agree.
Are we
I
looking
kind
to
of
attract
put the
them and go
map to
around
make
them?
it so that you are farthest away from them, and that way it can kind of like situate it.
So, oh, you could go.
No, are we looking to attract them and go around them?
I don't think there's if they want to meet us, they're gonna be a go around.
Because if
think
you
we're going-
two go both directions for a flank, I by myself could walk up the middle, the poor little unassuming girl that I am.
Well, you have Lance with you.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
Go
Lance-
for it.
Lance is getting off or is gonna move the camel a bit away, like closer towards Alice. He's like, "Come on, Humphrey."
I kind of like this idea. Alice.
So he's riding Sandra. He's like, "Come on, Sandra."
And I think with us, with our tokens, we're kind of going the same way as Chance. Like we're just splitting off like
Okay.
that, I believe.
All right. I'm gonna ask: is everyone's final tokens? You have control of the camel. So
Okay.
you can move your camel.
Maybe
token
around
if you
here.
want.
I was thinking more somebody this
Yeah, this
Side.
direction, like around,
Okay,
like one
Lance will
goes
head
this way,
there.
one
here.
this way.
Like, yeah, like kind of opposite from where I am.
That's fine.
Oh, okay,
So
I thought we were
Anne will
like
be
like
there.
fanning out in the sense of like they're coming this way, we're fanning out around.
Wait, I thought they were coming
Okay.
from this side.
They're coming from the
Northwest.
west.
Us.
You guys are in the southeast.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move the tokens, and I'm gonna ask if this is the final one. So give me 1 second. I'm moving your guys' tokens. Hold 1 second for it.
Yep.
Is this the final configuration, the way I have it right now?
Seem good? I think it's good.
Sure.
Okay. Then we will proceed. You guys are getting into position, and just as you guys are getting into positions, the light parts with the clouds, and you all see coming right up and just abandoning all forms of stealth, ghouls racing forward.
I don't think they're going to care about me.
And I need everyone to please roll initiative.
No, they don't care. Fire at will.
Lovely.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and burn my inspiration on that. No.
Let's fucking go.
Let's just do this.
Oh, you rat fink! You were so close to a natural 20.
right. Let me do some rolls. Well, let me make sure everyone else's rolls are in there. 2, 3, 4. We're missing a couple. Let's see. Dr.
Callie's an 8.
Hands. Callie with 8. Turn. All right. Who are we missing? M with 18. That's solid. And let me roll for Lance.
Fuck.
Let's. All right. Lance with the natural 21 with the nat 20. Awesome.
Woo!
All right. Let's do the ghoulies. And then
Low.
all right. Let's get this in descending order. All right. And we're starting the combat. All right. So let's start it off with Lance. Lance is going to look at them, and let me just very quickly check his spells. He was able to get a long rest. So actually, let me mark that long rest off for him. And he will cast. Yeah, he's gonna cast Arctic Blast at 2nd level. And let's see how it goes. So 1, 2, and 3. And they will he's targeting
Damn,
the
you
first
closed
ghoul.
the turn tracker.
Yep.
There we go. Sorry about that. And all 3 hit. So he does, let me just confirm if any resistances. Nope. Perfect. So for this first one that is closest to the group, he just points his hand. You see the arcane sigils form, and then bursts of ice magic fling forward and strike the first ghoul, hitting it 1, 2, and then a third one, just blasting in its chest and torso region. It staggers back, injured but not felled, taking 16 points of damage. That is Lance's turn. Big Red, you're up. You're on Camel. Camel M.
Is it a full action to get off of M?
Nope.
Okay.
If you're jumping off, I'm just gonna ask for an acrobatics check.
That's at disadvantage, isn't it?
Yep. If you have the 1 point of exhaustion, it will be
I
with
still have
disadvantage.
1 point of exhaustion. That's why.
Yeah, it's either half your movement to dismount or mount, or an acrobatics or athletics check, depending on things. Since you're jumping down, it would be acrobatics.
Okay. Oh shit. We're gonna jump off. You said acrobatics check?
Yep.
Okay. Disadvantage. Oh, please be high. Not that high. Yeah, that's really low, actually.
All right. This is gonna take all your movement, but you are not prone. You're able to get 15 feet.
Okay.
If
I
you roll
will
below
be.
10, that would have been prone, and that
Thank
ended
God.
for it.
So
you're
yeah, I
able to
will.
get 15 feet.
Right there. Okay.
That is
Perfect.
your movement. You still have action if you want to do anything.
I am not getting into full rage as of yet. So
Okay. Hold
yeah,
off
I'm
on it.
holding.
All right. Do you want to hold an action?
Yes. Can I actually take the time right now to affect hours of questions? Can I get my potion of hill giant strength or giant strength? I think it's just potion of giant strength in hand.
Yep. You have it. You have it ready. If you want to have that in your hand, you can. And
Okay.
if you want to use your reaction to drink it, you can. Or you can hold an action to attack if anything comes into range.
Let's hold. Damn. Let's hold an action then to attack, just in case.
Okay. So you have it strapped. You have the sword. This is using your reaction basically to have the axe ready to swing if anything gets into range.
Yeah. All right.
All right. M. For the comment there, yeah, you at this moment, I'm going to say that you have enough time to get 2 charges of or to wild shape at least like one other time for it, because you didn't need to do like a short rest for it yet.
Yeah.
Both of them back. So you can wild shape out and then wild shape into something else.
Well, I mean, while chipping out, just dropping it doesn't cost a charge. But bringing Blazer out if I get him in the fire mode does. But yeah, either way, I'm going to. Oh shit! Hold on 1 second. Okay, it's a bonus action to revert, not just free. Okay, so as my bonus action, I am going to no longer be a camel.
Okay. Zanny, you immediately fall over, or or actually you almost fall over, but then you're just now on top of M's shoulders, kind of like back when you fought the giant scorpions. So you don't fall off, but you're now just like sitting on top of him.
M will just kind of look up. You staying here or?
I didn't think I thought you were gonna throw me off. Yeah, I'll stay.
So M will just with Zanny still on his shoulder, walk forward a bit.
All right.
Let's see, 30 feet over here. I have my action still. For my action, I'm going to cast. Let's go with a third level Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Third level Flaming Sphere.
It's 60 feet range, so yeah, I'll summon a little sun. Right in the middle of the group there. Wait, hold on. Any creatures that end its turn. Okay, yeah. And then I get to
I just
oh
gave you
no, I
control
move
of
it
it.
as a bonus action.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to, instead of summoning it there, in that square, I'm gonna summon it one square over so it's next to something at least.
Okay. And it's at the start of the turn to take damage if they're starting.
It's if they end their turn next to
End
it.
their turn. Okay. Got it.
Um yeah, doesn't say
Okay.
when it appears.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, that will be my turn.
That is your turn. It is now Zanny. What is your dexterity modifier?
It is +2, 14.
14. They have a +2, 15. So they actually go first before you. Let me check distances. It's very good. You were able to catch you. All of you were able to catch the sight of them. Otherwise, it would have been them going after it. But yeah, they're out of range, so they're gonna use their actions to dash. Big Red, one does get with close to you. So take your attack of use your reaction, swing away.
Okay. And it's just one attack.
Yep.
Oh wait, that
22
was not a
hits.
disadvantage. That wasn't a disadvantage though.
You don't have disadvantage on it.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Wow, thank
Yeah,
God.
because it's exhaustion 1 is ability checks.
Attacks,
Attacks and
yep.
saving rolls are still straight.
Okay, perfect.
22 hits,
Cool.
roll damage. 13. Solid hit. You cleave into it and black blood sprays onto it, into your face, and it's black, it's not red, and you just, for a moment, you can just smell rot, death. This is an undead. It's not a living creature. And just from the look of it, and perhaps from your lore and such, you would know that ghouls eat the dead. So they are Death Eaters.
Nice. Well, I'm not dead yet, so we're good.
Perfect. The other two are going to use their actions to dash, and they're going to get right up close to M and Zanny, consequently. and that is their turn for it. Yeah, Zanny, you just see these ghouls coming, their long tongues extending unnaturally, reeking of death as they are ready to start ripping into your flesh and M's flesh. Two of them are near you. You're on top of M. What do you do?
Bonus action. I'm gonna use cunning action disengage, and I'm just gonna backflip off of him.
Roll an acrobatics check.
Please don't fuck this up. I'm not like my grandfather. I'm not very good at this.
You said backflip. 18.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. The DC for a backflip is 15.
Oh
So you are successful. You jump back and land on your
Ooh.
feet, and you're able to move. What are you doing?
So hit the dismount, and then I'm going to take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And as I'm running past, a hand just goes in my pack, and for my action, I'm going to take out a little syringe and flick it over Red's way, and stabs him in the thigh as I cast Enlarge Reduce, and I'm going to do Enlarge.
All
We're
right,
gonna get big red.
You swell up and you become actually, you're canonically small, so you become medium sized. You become big for a moment, and then it kind of like, and then you're still big. You're not large. You're now medium sized.
I immediately eye up Lance and Alice for always constantly making fun of me that I'm a little child. And just fucking look at that. Not in a bad way. Just like,
Yeah. You do get, I believe, a D4 on all extra damage rolls for it, but you are now
Yep.
medium size. I believe you said you were 4 feet, 4'1", so now you
Yeah.
are 8 feet 2.
Yeah, you're in every way. Your size is doubled.
You're as tall as a
not
Goliath.
medium size. Get out of here.
That is still technically medium because giant Goliaths are like 7.5 or 8. Even M is above 7 feet. So you're as tall as M now, if not a little taller.
Yeah, like a half a foot taller.
There you go. So you are medium, but you now have an extra
yes.
D4 to attack, to hit.
Yep. Any strength weapon gets an extra D4 of damage for you.
Yes, thank you. And
All right.
everything's bigger? Like everything.
Your clothes,
I'm
your
just
weapons,
looking at my muscles,
everything.
guys. Calm down. Looking at the muscles, not anything else.
Brain's bigger.
Brain.
And with that said, let's go then, if nothing else, to the Zanny. Let's go to Callie. Callie, you rolled a natural 20 on your stealth check. No one sees you, not even your friends.
Okay.
What do you do in this moment?
She's gonna move a little bit.
Yeah. In the map, you see, like, I put you in kind of like the dark areas. I'm assuming that's kind of like a little bit of like a dune area. That's where you're kind of hiding at this moment.
She's gonna take a position right here. And can she hold her action?
Yeah, you can use a reaction to hold.
She's gonna hold her action for now.
Okay, what is your action though? You do have to state it though.
She's going to wait for God. No, you know what? She's already pulled her weapon as she dismounted, and she's gonna go ahead and fire, but she's gonna fire at M, the one on M.
Okay. You're gonna shoot
So I'm hoping she'll get the sneak attack.
Yeah, you can. So are you doing the one on the left or the one on the right? The one on the left was the one that Lance hit with ice.
One on the right.
Okay. Go ahead, roll your attack with
Okay.
advantage because of the stealth. And you do have sneak attack damage on this on top of it. 23 hits, roll damage.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that was a mistake. Here we go. And then with Piercer, I can re-roll one of my once per turn. I can re-roll a damage dice. So I'm going to re-roll that 3.
Okay.
Now I have to keep whatever comes up. So if it's well, I'll take it.
Yeah, an extra 2 points of damage. Perfect.
Yeah.
You take one shot, fire away, or because it's a revolver, you fire away. You do reveal your position, but
Yep.
it hits and it kind of almost blows a hole in its body. It would have been a killing blow for any other human, but this ghoul seems to still be hanging on just barely.
Okay.
Anything for bonus?
Yeah. she's going to go ahead and try and shoot again with her. She's going to go ahead and take an action surge, which allows her
Awesome.
to take one additional action.
All right, roll this one straight. 29 hits. Roll damage.
Damn, that's a lot of ones.
And even then, with 7 points of damage, you kill it. You
Okay.
shoot it in the head and it collapses dead,
Okay.
having been slain.
Perfect. And she is done.
Awesome. The other ones, you all are, as the light is kind of like below, moonlight is doing, these ghouls that look different are just like staring. They both kind of like tilt their heads at the same time and then start moving quickly. They are going to take their movement, everything this way for this first one. 60. And right when this one gets over here, you just see it blinks and Misty steps closer. This other one does the exact same thing. As they seem to be going straight towards the spellcasters. And that is their turn. 90 feet of movement. They're just running and then Misty stepping closer. All right. Chance, you do see they seem to be drawn to the casters, you being one of them. What are you doing?
Yeah, I will. Do. I'm gonna go ahead and cast fairy fire. And I think I'm only gonna be able to hit these two, but
Okay. You cast Fairy Fire. I need you to make a. This is a. Fairy Fire is based off of your bardic spells, correct?
yeah, it's out of my fancy instrument, so yeah.
Okay, roll me a charisma check, please.
Okay. That did all.
12. You cast Fairy Fire, and this first one, you just see their mouth, and just your magic just gets absorbed right into it as it eats your spell and seems to gain more power from it. You use that spell slot, and it has eaten your spell.
Well, I didn't actually use a spell slot.
Or, sorry, you're charged from your musical instrument. So that was a second level spell slot, correct? So, right. There we go. And I'm going to mark the one that had.
No, that's first level.
Or first level. Got it. Let me adjust that. All right. I marked it with the one that ate it. It has the blue dot, at least at this moment. Anything else for bonus or movement? And yeah, all of you witness this. You just see like the magical poof or like sparkle of fairy fire about to go off, and then suddenly it just gets eaten by this ghoul.
Me and Humphrey are gonna book it.
All right,
Up
camels
here.
have 50 feet of movement speed, so I think you have access to the token, so 50 feet. She's like, come on. And Humphrey's like, and just moves forward dutifully to get away from whatever monsters those are.
Go back.
Yeah, Fairy Fire is cotton candy flavored. Yeah, that works. All right. Awesome. All right, so that was action and then movement with the camel. You are good. Anything for a bonus you want to do?
Before I moved.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Right before you move, you look back if you want to do any bardic. I'll allow it.
Yeah. So I was back like. Fine. I'll just get Lance.
See, from here is right here, so you could. Oh, he's just out of reach.
No, I thought it was.
30. How much is your bardic? Is it 30 or 60?
Let me double check.
It's 60.
Yeah,
Six-
Yeah, I
Okay,
thought it was.
then
I
you
thought
can
it was
get-
60.
Oh, perfect. Sorry, that was my mistake. So then you can get Lance, Alice, or Callie. Any of those three.
Yeah. I'll get Callie.
Okay. What do you say to Callie?
Aw.
Hire her.
Magic doesn't work.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I know. Come on, that's obvious.
Awesome. All right. It is now the last two's turns. Zanny, if you want, you can make a Arcana check.
Yeah, I very much want. I have a bad feeling. Oh,
Yeah, you know these for a fact. These are the stronger ones. These are the ghasts.
yeah, there's a
that
big
they-
boys.
They are the stronger ones, and they also have a stench. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 60. All right. That ends their turns. They're just running. And yeah. Let's see. Okay. That's the end of their turn. Alice, you're up.
Yeah, so Alice is unhappy with what she just saw, so she's just very silently under her breath going, "For the love of God, if one of these guys tells me a story, I'm going to lose my mind." And she's going to roll on her little table and
All right.
really hope it's not one of them whispering in her ear.
We'll
A
see. Roll your
7. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage equal to 2 rolls of my dice, and they're incapacitated until the. Does that count as a spell?
It's a magical effect.
Okay,
That's
I don't.
not a
I
spell
don't.
technically.
Yeah, it's not casting a spell. Yeah.
You know what,
Yeah.
guys? I'm gonna give it a little bit of a go here. I'm gonna cast it on this front guy right here.
Okay.
He's gotta make a wisdom saving throw or eat it. One of the two.
Yeah. Let me see if it is able to. Just for fun, roll me a charisma check, please, because this is based off of your charisma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it goes through. So roll the. It must make a wisdom save. Correct.
Yes. DC
And
16. Yeah.
it rolled a natural 19. So
Okay. Well,
overcome.
can I use my reaction to say, no, sir? Oh, that's a spell. Never mind.
That's a spell. So do you
Never
want to
mind.
try to risk it?
No, not for the
Okay.
biscuit.
So it looks at you like its neck, it's looking at Chance, and then suddenly its neck does like a 275, like breaking its neck a little bit as it turns to look at you, and the rest of its body just contorts to face you as you try to do this. It tried to eat the magical effect and it didn't work. And then it just doesn't sink into it with the psychic damage.
Okay. What's a horse's move speed?
Horse, I believe, is 40. Let me just double check. This is a riding horse.
I like knock her into like a canter gallop kind of situation.
Yeah, let me see. It's using you're basically replacing your movement speed with the horse, and it's 60.
Sick.
So yeah, doesn't take an action bonus. It is just replacing your movement speed.
I'm gonna go over here with the horse.
Okay.
Me and the horse are over here now.
Her name's Puddin'.
Puddin'.
Me and Puddin are over here now. As far away
Yeah.
from those guys as we can be while still being on the map.
Okay, that's fine. Awesome. All right. Lance. Lance is like, yeah, fuck those guys. And he's just gonna move away. Wait, does he follow? They're kind of getting close. He has to go right or left. Let me roll a d2. 1, he goes towards Alice. 2, he goes towards Chance. 2, he's heading north. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Just trying to race forward. He is going to cast another spell. Yeah, he's gonna target the one that he had done previously. Another Arctic Blasts. And 3. All right, 19, 22, and 17 all hit. First one does 9 points of damage. He kills the first one. The same one he was targeting before is killed in front of M. The second one, and M, you're a fire type, and he's like using ice in front of you. It's kind of funny, the fire and ice dynamic that's going on at this moment.
I find
And
it
the other is,
offensive.
14 points of damage to the ghast that is directly in front of you. But that is Lance's turn. Big Red, I need you to make a immediately. Let me just confirm what kind it is. Con save, please.
Okay.
You immediately are smelling this rotten element from the gas.
Yeah, we're gonna use it.
12. Let me double check. Yeah, you are fine. Instead of literally spending your turn throwing up, you are fine. But it is that
Okay.
bad where you feel your stomach just like the any water or coffee or tea that you just had kind of like almost like bubbled up for a moment. Just from how rancid the smell of the gas is. But what are you doing?
All right, we're raging.
All right, you rage. And are you
Killing
doing
shit.
normal rage or frenzy?
I had three of them basically. Is this one kind of in the back on the right one? Like, basically, like, did it seem like it was coming towards me as well?
It is uncertain. It seems like it's right now in between like
In between
you.
M and I.
You're not sure who it's going to target.
Fuck, I'm gonna be really tired. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna just hit shit.
Okay, you frenzy rage, frothing in the mouth. You will suffer another point of exhaustion after it.
Yeah.
But all right, your frenzy rage. That is your bonus action. What is your action?
We're swinging on the previous one I hit first.
Okay, it's the one to
Said
the
that's the left one. Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead, swing away.
All right.
20 hits. Roll damage.
All right. Is this every attack too? Like at the +4 or?
Yeah, every attack you can roll a d4.
Holy God! Yeah. Okay,
So
this is
that's
gonna be great.
10. Roll the d4 as well.
All right, it's okay.
11 points of damage. You just cleave and smash right into the skull. Its tongue just like falls onto the ground as you kick it back, and the body collapses dead.
All right, we're hitting the next one too, to the right.
All right. Are you action surging?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Make your roll your attack. 16 hits. Roll your damage, and again another d4.
Yep.
16. Excellent. And then
Another 4, so 20.
20
Nice.
points of damage. You lop off one arm as you're
Yeah.
aiming for a diagonal cut. You literally slash and impale onto its side. It is missing an arm with that much damage, and you yank back. It's still
Okay.
standing, but just barely. And that is, I believe, your turn.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Awesome. No worries. It is now M's turn. M. Roll a con save for me, please.
It's a two-digit number. What number is that? I can't. Oh, it was a 10. Okay, so 13.
13. You feel the same feeling like you're about to throw up, but you swallow it. You do not lose your turn throwing up. You still have your action movement and bonus.
Okay, now you guys stink. He's gonna look at the flaming spear and just think to himself, "Oh, that was a slight miscalculation," and just drop concentration on it. I'm not gonna bother using my bonus actions to move it. It's not gonna catch up fast enough.
Okay.
My oh no, because I want to be able to turn back into it. Shit, I was gonna pull Blazer. He'll just charge up his gauntlets that he got from the beloved, and he'll use the charge of burning hands instead of a spell slot for burning hands.
Excellent. And who are you targeting?
Um,
You have one ghast in front of you to the north.
it's a 15-foot cone, so I think I can get the two down by Erlon
Yep. You can aim it.
together.
Yep. All right. Roll your damage, and it's a dexterity save.
Yep, DC 16.
Right.
9 damage.
They both fail. They both take the 9 damage. The ghast is burned. The ghoul burns to death and falls to the ground, burning. It's like burning a corpse. It smells worse. All right. But you successfully kill one ghoul. That was your action. Anything for bonus or movement?
Yeah, and then my bonus action, I'm gonna use my innate Fey Giant ability to just turn invisible for the turn.
Okay.
He'll and then he'll just walk away.
Okay. It will take an attack of opportunity. It does have disadvantage because you are invisible. So let me roll for it. That was decent on the first one, but with disadvantage, it's a natural one. So it misses.
Nice.
All right. Zanny is unaware that you are in front of her. So depending on where she goes, I'm gonna say that she's gonna bump into you. All right. It is now the ghouls' turns. Ghouls are all dead. So let me remove them out. Dr. Zanny, you're up. You see 2 ghasts and 2 spell-eating ghouls.
Yeah, I see these things over here. This one's burnt up. I
This
have
one's
I have
frozen
my
just
faith.
a little bit.
Yeah, I have my faith in red and wherever Embrin just went to polish that off. I'm going to take a few steps over this way, and going to reach into my doctor's bag and a little bit closer. Reach in my doctor's bag and pull out my hand grenade.
Okay.
And just don't like you want to eat magic, huh? Eat this, motherfuckers! And just toss the grenade.
Love it. Love it. Okay. This is a fragment grenade.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss a fragmentation grenade.
Okay, that's a dexterity 15 or 5d6. So if you want to roll the damage, 5d6. And where are you tossing it, by the way? Like to 15 feet? You can, you can get all 3 of these?
Is it a hang on? Is it 15 feet or is it 10? Is it a 10? Is it 15-foot radius?
Within 20 feet of the 10 foot. Sorry, it's a 10-foot radius.
So a 10-foot radius. Yeah, I'm going to with 10. Yeah, with 10 feet, I can still only get these 2. I'm aiming for the 2 magic ones. I'm just going to drop it right between them.
Gotcha. Roll your damage, 5d6, and that's
Roll
a
5.
DC 16 that they have to, or 15 they have to do.
Oh, that's so many 6s.
Well, one rolled a nat 20, the other rolled a 10. So half damage on one, and Jesus, 25 points of damage on the other. Yeah. Ouch.
Does that count as an attack technically?
That is your action to kind of like throw the grenade for it.
It's I'm mostly asking for the sake of using two weapon fighting. Would it count as an attack for the sake of using two weapon fighting on my offhand, my bonus weapon, or my bonus action?
I'll allow it.
You're technically making a throwing attack at the point in space that you're throwing the grenade at.
Yeah. So throwing attack. Yeah, I'm gonna say throwing attack is part of like an attack action.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
yeah, you have
I just wanna make sure of the ruling here.
Yep.
And then
as such. Yep.
let's see. Knowing full well that I'd got their attention, I just like drop down into like the stance that Uncle Rip taught me, and I'm gonna bonus action cunning action dodge.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Next up, Callie, what are you doing?
The one that's close, the one on the magic eater on the right. She's going to go ahead and fire.
All right.
But I'm going to go ahead and spend a point of grit and make it a violent shot.
Perfect, which I believe gives you advantage on it, correct?
It does. So does that mean since I have advantage that I can use sneak attack?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Here we go.
24 hits, full damage.
Okay. I'm not going to re-roll any of that.
Solid. You blow a hole into its torso, and you can see like guts and viscera dripping down, but it is still standing. Anything for bonus action or movement?
I've already used my action surge, but she's going to go ahead and move next to. We're going to, you know what? I'm going to stand next to Zanny.
All right. Awesome, awesome. Is now
we're going to do this together, girl.
Yep. Now the ghouls' turns. All right, let me roll d20. Even or up will go there, go down. Okay, this first one like reaches and touches its chest and kind of like glares at you, and then immediately looks towards Lance and Chance, and it's gonna just charge right towards them. 10, 15, 20, 30, and it's gonna bonus action because you can't get quite. It's gonna just flicker again and immediately misty step. And just let me see if it'll misty step towards Lance. And it just immediately like Lance is staring at it, and suddenly it's like right on top of him, standing on Sandra, and it just reaches forward and does an attack on him. Let me roll. Lance is going to cast Shield and block those two attacks. But you see, as he casts Shield, it is also going to try to eat his spell.
Fuck.
Let me roll. I rolled a 4 plus 3, 7, and then Lance needs to roll an intelligence check. Not a save, but check. Seven. Yeah, he beats it. So you just see it like slashing at his shield, and then even tries to eat his shield spell. He's like, and just is able to maintain it, even as it is like standing there harassing him at the moment. The other one is gonna go. Let me see. North, south. Yeah, the other one is strangely gonna look and then just immediately start charging 5, 10, 15, and then just flickers right in front of Alice, and then does the rest of its movement and jumps and just starts slashing and biting. Let me roll. What's your AC, Alice?
12.
Okay. It does get a slash at you.
I will silvery
you take-
barbs that.
Okay.
She's just gonna look at it and go, "Get off my horse!" And she's trying to like turn, put it away.
Roll a charisma check because you're casting a spell at it. Did it come through? Did you roll for
Oh
it?
yeah, it's
or-
a 21.
Okay, now there it is. All right. So it does not eat the spell. Now it must make a wisdom save. That's a natural 20. So it does not go through. It is still a 20, and you take 9 slashing damage as it hits you across the arm. And as it does so, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Natty 20.
Natty 20. You do not become paralyzed from the claw attack that it does. And then it's gonna roll to attack, or to do its bite attack. And that's a crit. Okay.
Well, maybe it
So
makes me wish I saved my reaction.
that's 60 plus
And here lies Alice Mazer under a sand dune, exactly where she wanted to be buried.
23 points of damage you take as it
Good.
bites into you.
Good.
And what is your lowest? You have a first level spell slot?
Yeah.
Mark one off as it eats the mana from your body. And just like how a vampire is just draining your spell slots, your mana, as this is a mana.
Okay. Well, Alice has a few choice words to say to this man on her turn.
You're not sure if it's a male or female, but it is a mana. Like
Okay.
it eats mana.
Well, no one's allowed to suckle from her.
It's biting at your like right on your shoulder, and just like more blood is like staining the side of your arm, and as in you feel like your charisma, the essence, the bardic essence of you just being drained. You don't know what would happen if you hit the 0 spell slots. But that is the mana ghoul's turns. Chance, you're up.
I am going to cast I'm just gonna cast magic missile at try to get rid of these boys over here.
Are you talking about the ghasts?
Yeah, these
Okay.
these boys.
Sorry, I was about to sneeze, so I wasn't looking where you were pointing at it. But yeah, cool. Get them boys.
And
Yeah.
I'll go ahead. I'll do 4th level so I can get 2 of each, or 2nd level so I can get 2 of each.
Cool. So automatically it hits. Roll your roll your d4 plus 1 for each of them. So the first 2 is 6, and then the second one is 5. Just peppering right into them. All right. Anything for movement or bonus?
Bonus action. I'll just be like, good luck, Lance, and give him a bardic.
Awesome. Sounds good.
And
That you immediately run away from.
more or less. Well, I don't want to go. Where do I want to go? Yeah, I guess I'll just go this way. I don't think that gets me any further, really, but
So that's action, bonus, and movement, and we're good. Give me 1 sec. I blow my nose.
We couldn't see that.
All right. That was chance. Let's go to gas. The gas turns. This one is gonna go after Big Red, and it's gonna take some swings at you. And white. 23 to hit. I'm assuming hits. 8 slashing damage. So reduce because you are raging. So that's 4 slashing damage. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please. 17. You are not paralyzed, and I'm assuming a 14 misses. So you're good. All right. The other one is going to charge 5, 10, 15, 20. Let me see who it's attacking. If it rolls a 1, it's Zanny. If it rolls a 2, Callie. Callie.
Good.
It is going to attack you first with a claw attack. That's a natural 20. So you take 12 plus 9, 21 points of damage.
That hurt.
And then I need you to also make a con save, please. 19. You are not paralyzed. And then it's going to do a bite attack. 19 to hit. And 14 piercing damage as it bites your shoulder and just ripping flesh and just rips pieces, and you feel exposed muscle for a moment.
Fucker.
And just is just staring at you, just chewing on your flesh. Your own blood dripping from its mouth.
Fuck.
As the end of the gas turns, Alice, you're up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be
Yep.
real meta with you for a second. We're gonna pray that I roll a 4. We're just gonna
Okay.
pray that I roll a 4. I need a 4. Everybody, 4. I need
Four.
4 is
Four.
4. I need a 4. If it's not a 4, I don't know what we're gonna do. Fuck.
Amazing. It's
All
2
right.
4s.
You know what? You know what? For my action, I'm really torn here. This is my invisible one. Invisibility gives disadvantage on attacks, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Okay. You just are invisible.
Yeah, and then
Pudding is not, though.
No, I'm gonna get off pudding.
Okay.
Sorry about your horse.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Alice is going to creep around this way, and then, like, for the love of God, try to get behind Emberin. I know it can
All right.
attack
So
me.
you get provoke an attack of opportunity. It has disadvantage on it,
Yeah.
but let's roll. And that's a natural 1. So
It doesn't hit me. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. And I'm
you just
invisible.
miss and you just run.
I'm fucking booking it. I'm literally Wait, I can't see him. I run into him.
Both you and M are invisible, so you don't know where he is.
I ran into him right here. I like grab his arms and then we turn around, and so now I'm on this side of him with him between me, and I just have his arms like this, and I'm like, I don't know who you are, but Imran, thank you. Hide me.
Awesome.
All right. I'm gonna see what Puddin does because now you've disengaged with her. She's gonna run. Yeah, she's just gonna run because there's a ghoul in front of her. So she runs south, galloping away. Doesn't get an attack of opportunity because the ghoul already did it, but now she is dashing. She is 120 feet south of the map. All right. Callie, you see just Puddin run away from Manigal and just head south. So, all right. That is the end. It is Lance's turn. Lance is like, fuck you. And he's going to just cast something onto it. What he casts, let's go with Yeah, he's gonna cast magic missiles at 3rd level. So that's 5d4. It tries to eat his spell. He must make an intelligence check. And you all notice it's not a reaction. It just any magic that targets it, it just is trying to eat it. And that's a natural 20, so he does not eat it. Well, it doesn't eat the spell, but it eats the spell, if you know what I mean. All right. That's extra +1. And yeah, he blasts this managul off and it falls onto the ground slain. All right. And he's gonna look around and sees Puddin running. He's gonna use the camel speed 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 25, 50, and is heading in that direction. All right. Big Red, you're starting your turn again within this close to a gas. I need another con save, please.
Sure. That's all
22.
right.
You do not lose your turn throwing up. You can proceed.
Let's go. Well, we're gonna probably get an attack of opportunity because Red is going after the one that hit Atlas.
Okay. I will attack you. And I'm assuming 11 misses. So you keep
Yes, it
going.
does.
And you are next to the manacle.
Yep. And I'm going to swing like crazy on it.
All right. Go ahead. Roll your attack.
That was a terrible roll.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Well, we're gonna if I can use inspiration.
All right. Roll your inspiration.
Even better.
Unfortunately, you go and it just like twists and kind of like almost breaks its spine just to avoid you. Then it's.
Am I able to still take my frenzy attack on him?
Yeah, you do have your bonus.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
13.
Fucking A,
Unfortunately,
man.
misses.
All right, that's fine.
And you're just swinging away at it, and it's just like inhumanly like breaking its spine each way to avoid you.
That's fine.
All right. Yeah, it is now M's turn. You are no longer invisible. You pop out of invisibility because it's only for one turn. And what does M do?
Oh, I did already unmute myself. All right, let's see. He is going to. We've got this stinky boy over here. We've got one of those over there on them. He's going to pull out his club. I have a club, right?
I think you have a club.
Yep, I have a club. And he's going to let's see. Yeah, he'll run over to around the side of flanking with Big Red here.
All right.
And then he's just gonna attack with his non-magical club.
Awesome. Go ahead. Try to bonk away.
A 24.
24 hits. Roll damage. All right. 4 bludgeoning. You just give it a bonk on the head. A good thwack.
Stop eating her magic, would you?
Looks at you and can smell the spellcasting power on you. So, all right. Anything for bonus?
What do I have for bonuses? No, just blazer stuff. Nope,
Okay,
no bonuses.
let's go to the doctor then. Zanny, roll a con save. You just barely make the DC and do not throw up, and you lose your turn. You have your actions.
Okay. So I see Alice get absolutely wrecked. Pull
You
out
can see
patience, go to
little
load a
drops of
dart
blood
in.
in the sand from where she
Yeah.
ran.
By the time I get the dart loaded, she's gone invisible, and I've whipped around and I see that instead Callie right beside me just got the absolute crap ripped out of her. So I just um, whip the shotgun around, and I'm gonna, because I can see her and not Alice, I'm gonna put the dart in Callie.
All right. You shoot a dart in her. How many healing points does she get?
That is 2d4 plus 5. And D&D Beyond's being weird right now. So there you go. 9 hit points back for Callie.
9 healing to Callie.
Thanks, Doc.
All right. That was
Yeah,
your.
sure. Now let's
was your
fucking
session?
kill this thing. I'm gonna roll this other side. And for my action, load some buckshot in and blast this thing in the face.
Forward. Yep. I could just imagine her rolling, do a barrel roll, and then roll your attack with advantage. Because you have the gunner feat. So let's see.
My God,
9
it's so
misses.
bad.
9 and an 8. Sorry. All right. I think that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, no, that's it. I'm gonna hang out here.
All right, Callie, roll me a con save, please.
Don't wanna.
23. You do not puke. You want to, but you grit it. You have a dart healing. You can feel the healing magic pumping into your system. What do you do?
Mana eater guy, how's he looking?
A little less than half.
Fuck. The guy that's consuming me, how is he looking?
A little less than half.
This thing's got to go.
You
There's
take
another
care of
one
this thing. I gotta put down mana guy.
I literally just missed.
I know, but I trust you. Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and use a grip point and try a violent shot.
All right. Do you have the gunner feat?
No,
Okay, so this is gonna be a straight roll. Because
she's a sharpshooter.
yeah, but the sharpshooter doesn't take away the disadvantage if an enemy is right up to you for range.
Are we flanking? We're not. Oh no, we're not flanking.
Yeah,
Is
you're
he
targeting
flanked?
the other one, so that's
Yeah.
why you're targeting the mana ghoul. If you're
Yeah.
using a grip point, it's a straight roll.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna do it. I still have my inspiration, so here we go.
Okay, roll ahead. Go roll your damage. Or roll your attack. Sorry. 24 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Sneak attack too.
Yes, with sneak attack. 23 points of damage. You take your aim, you fire, and you blow its head into pieces, and it falls to the ground dead.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It only had 21 hit points.
Okay. Okay. I've already used my action surge. I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus to get my second wind, which is 1d10 plus 4.
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
your
thank God.
14 healing. Perfect.
Okay, and I am done.
All right. Chance, you're up. There's only one last ghast on the map. Or sorry, two ghasts left on the map.
Yeah. Okay. I will go ahead. I'll do another second level magic missile, but I'll put all 4 of them into the one by Zanny and
Got it. All right. The second level would be 4d4 plus 4. 4, 8 plus 8, 16. It had 16 hit points left. So you
Yes.
do it. You just blast it forward, and the dart just zip about and just impact and just crisscross across this undead and just blows into pieces with the 4 bullet holes. All right. Anything else for bonus or movement?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move us here.
All right. And there we go. Excellent. And bonus action, any bardic inspiration, or you're good?
No, I don't think I'm just save that.
Cool. No worries. It is now the gas turn. Alice, please just roll me a stealth check.
A stealth check. Yeah, heard.
Yeah, the gas and just looks at you, even though you're invisible. It smells your blood. It rolled a 15.
That
It charges. It has
bastard.
still disadvantage on all the attacks, but it's aiming at you. Let's see. First one with disadvantage. That's a 24 and a 22, so I'm assuming 22 hits.
Yeah.
12 slashing.
I'm down.
Your invisibility shatters as it slashes again on the other side, and all of you see Alice materialize and fall to the ground. And it's going to take that was its first attack. It is then going to bite into her. You are prone, so has advantage. What's your AC?
12.
16. You take 2 death saves.
I will not silvery barbs it, but I think I'm close enough to do the bard thing.
There's
Where
a lot
I
of
can
bard things. Which one?
Yeah, no. The
Cutting words.
Cutting words?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna subtract a d6 from that.
All right.
Who wants to roll it?
It's gotta be a 5.
I'll say you can roll it because that's your cutting words. So roll a d6. Two.
Sorry.
14 still hits as you try to curse it out or distract it or shout anything, but it just goes forward and is ripping and biting into Alice and starting to devour.
I don't like that I go next too.
So, yeah, Alice, roll me a death save.
I don't want to, Gazan.
Actually, roll it,
shit.
whisper it to me
Oh
also.
shit.
Oh,
Oh, too bad.
Well, you pass the first save.
okay.
All right. End of your turn, starting the new round. Lance sees what's going on. He's like, shit. And he's just going to cast, he's going to reach out and cast Wither and Bloom. You invoke both death and life, 10-foot radius sphere. Ghast needs to resistance, but he doesn't really care at this moment. Let me roll for it. Normal. The gas fails. Takes half damage though, because it is resistant. So it takes 3 damage. But Alice, you are able to heal immediately any number of hit die you want to use.
My thing isn't working right now, so I'm gonna say 3 of them.
All right, roll your, I think as a bard, you have d8, so roll 3 d8s. 17. You gasp awake, feeling, you're able to see this gas ripping into you, and then suddenly there's this necrotic energy swirling around. It's like scratching at itself, and you see the necrotic energy, the magic from Lance, being siphoned away and being blasted into your body. You see your body is healing thanks to Lance's necrotic magic. And that is He is gonna move the rest of the feet, still within range of everything, but just heading southward. All right, Big Red, you see she's just regained consciousness. This gas is above her. It's the only one left. I think I know what's about to happen.
Going straight at it.
Yep.
And then we're gonna take attacks on him.
All right, roll your attacks.
Come on, Erlen. Come on. Big Red, you got this.
17 hits, roll damage.
And then I'm gonna add the D4 to it as well. Oh Jesus, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I don't know why it just rolled something else.
That's fine. 15 and then plus the D4. Go ahead, roll your D4.
Yeah, that other one did not. It's plus 3 more.
18 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right. You have your
Uh,
bonus.
Yeah,
It
we're
has
gonna hit
one
it
hit
again.
point left.
We're gonna hit it again, and we're gonna hit
Come
it
on,
fucking
let's
hard.
see. 17 hits. How do you want to kill it?
Fucking literally, I'm just like gonna drop my axe and just rip it wherever I fucking cleaved into it beforehand.
You
And just
slashed
rip it
into it,
apart.
kind of like Kratos style, you like bisect it in half. It's like is screaming, wanting to eat Alice, wanting to just devour, and you just let go of your axe and just reach in, fingers gripping into its body.
Yep.
You tower above it. It's probably like
Yep.
5'9", 5'10". You are 8 feet, and you just rip it
Yep.
apart using the axe and just ripping its body in half.
Perfect.
And it falls to the ground, slain.
Alice is very weakly chanting Big Red on the ground as she just lays back. She's like, Big Red,
As
Big
there's just
Red,
like drops of
Big Red.
of its blood splattering you and
Yeah,
splattering
as that happens, like you got a little something right there.
And with that said, we're a little over. Let's go to our break, and we'll pick up from there. So,
Okay.
All right.
see you all in 15 minutes. Oh yeah, are we live?
Yes.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We got Lance, the hero, as you put Avi. So welcome, Lance. Happy that you're back. Lance is kind of like character just shakes as he's no longer possessed by order, but by chaos. With that being said,
I put that name before you caught me up on what happened.
yeah, obviously. You're like, with that being said, what is everyone doing? Well, before anything, Lance, roll me a d20 just to put you into that my RP initiative. 11. Gotcha. All right, let's go into the kind of like the rhythm of things. Zanny, what are you doing right after the combat?
As soon as combat's over, like as soon as everything's dead, I'm looking around, and the first thing I'm checking is everybody on our side standing.
Well, you see, Alice took a. She was on death saves. You were close by to see that, but she's thankfully gotten a lot of hit points back. But she's technically not standing, if that's what you're looking for.
Conscious.
Yes. Then there you
Yeah.
go. Anything you're doing?
With if everybody's conscious, I'm going to start making my way actually over towards this peculiar ghoul because I want to kind of take a look at it.
Okay. You look at it, and you've never seen any of these things in the RIA. So this is a unique variant, Naramir, it seems.
And there's also the slight paranoia that these might be summoned creatures and that they might dissipate very quickly after being defeated. So that's what she's immediately just scrambling over before that could even happen.
Gotcha. You start to observe it, look for any arcane elements of it. If you want, roll an Arcana check as you start examining it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I want to do with these things.
Yep.
Oh, good.
10. You're unfamiliar with it. It's going to take time for a bit, but you're working on it. All right, let's go to Chance. Chance, what are you doing in the interim after combat has concluded?
Anyone want to be healed now? I don't know if we should. We need to rest before we can go very much further because I don't think M can do much cameling until we take a short rest. But so do we want to take a rest?
Oh, I can
now?
turn into a camel one more time.
Oh, okay. You didn't do anything in the fight?
No, I didn't use Blazer.
Okay. But the point is, do we want to take a rest now, or do we want to, anybody that needs a little zhuzh before, and go a little further before we take a rest, in case something else comes back behind them?
Chance would notice Alice is like trying to sit up.
Yes, I'm aware she's hurt. I just mean, like, does she want to be healed, or are we going to take a break? Because, like, it doesn't make sense to use spell slots if we're going to take a break.
Exactly. So what is everyone else saying to Alice, or sorry, not Alice, to Chance in this moment?
I'm fine. I just need a drink. I just need a drink.
She'll hold out a healing potion to her.
No, not that kind of drink, Lance.
I think that is the kind of drink that you need.
No.
Yeah, no, you could use that kind of drink too.
Take a drink of that, and then you can wash it down with a different drink.
That's how I drank my coffee this morning. Trust me, if anybody knows what's going to make me better, it's me.
That is total bullshit, and we all know it.
Chance looks confused.
I feel very insulted.
I mean, if you die, who's gonna drink all of your alcohol?
Lance, obviously. I bequeath it all to him.
I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna give it away to the church.
Well, I don't know what they're going to do with it. It's not wine.
They're gonna bless it and remove the alcohol from it.
Well, no, they won't.
Turn it into water.
Alice, is there anything you're doing in the interim?
Yeah, drinking.
Okay.
We got some
roll
stuff to
contact for me,
overcome.
please.
Yeah.
So are we resting or not?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
we
let's
got
take
an
a
Oh,
answer
rest
I
to your
thought
here.
I
question
was gonna
there.
I was gonna rest. Alice
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
drinking and resting.
let's
You
take
guys
our
are
rest
drinking,
here.
resting. Alice, you're buzzed
Yeah.
right away.
That's
You
what I
have
need.
you have low blood right now, and now you've introduced into your system alcohol. So
Perfect. She's gonna stay at the nice little buzz, but she had to get there. We were gonna
yeah,
drink until we got there.
there. All right. Callie, anything you're doing? Well,
Checking
actually,
on.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say checking on Puddin.
Yeah, Lance, do you go help Callie get pudding?
If I must. And I
Yes,
will.
There you go. The two of you go and you get Puddin back. Puddin is a little skittish. Definitely did not like having the mana ghoul right up to it, but you're able to coax her back without any issues.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's go then to Big Red. Big Red, you are 8 foot tall, strong, feeling good. Your rage drops. You're tired again.
Yep. And like as I fall slump, like I just look at Alice. I'm like, this is why I needed that rest. And I just literally fall over from exhaustion, just tired.
Yeah. You kind of plop down, and then you shrink after the minute is up, and you are back to being 4'1".
Yep.
All right. Anything you're doing?
Well, I was going to heal as well, but if we're resting instead of healing, then no, not really.
Great. All right. You're able to at least like stand watch and such. Zanny, I will say you are able to determine these are not summoned creatures. They don't dissipate or fade away.
Okay.
But beyond that, with an Arcana check of 10, you're not sure what else what else to think of them.
Alrighty. I'm gonna leave this one here. And I'm just gonna come back.
What do you all do with the bodies?
Burn them.
Okay.
I'd like
Yeah,
to at
let's
least
just say something.
I'd like to at least take one of those bodies and take it apart and study it before burn it.
How long is that going to take?
Well, I can do it while you all resting up. I only need about an hour. I'll be okay after that.
Okay. So you're burning all the bodies except one. And
Well, do you want to take apart one of each?
Oh no, just these ones have been point to like the ghoul and gas. Like I've seen those things before, but that thing over there, that's different. I need to figure that thing out.
this one's going to be a medicine check, and if you're doing only an hour to study the anatomy of it, it's going to be difficult. So,
Oh no,
unless you're trying to pack it up and try to do like dissection laboratory work on it later.
I can help.
My plan is to, while everybody else is, if everybody else is planning to take like a long rest, my plan is to take a short one because all I need is
you guys are not able to take long rests. You just did one. This is a short rest at
Okay, then I'm just gonna I'll just ask Lance if he can pack one away for me to study for later. At least part of it. The head.
How much do these things weigh?
I would say about 100 and let's go 120.
They're a person's just a skeleton, right?
Well, no, these ones, they seem to have like skeletal, but like puffin muscle sinew for it.
Yeah. Hey, Chance, you got room in your bag over there?
What's wrong with your bag?
Mine's not big enough.
She just like squinting at him.
I mean, I don't need the whole thing.
But I do.
Okay, that's fair.
I do. All right.
Fine, fine. Since I guess he's a medical student who probably doesn't mind dead bodies in there.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. Add into your inventory for the bag of holding 1 mana ghoul corpse, 120 pounds.
I mean, I don't have my bag of holding in my inventory, so
Gotcha. Let's just make a note of it.
Also, I did prepare this, and I'll take the time to ritual cast it. I'll gentle repose the mana ghoul corpse, so it does not decompose further.
Okay.
Is Alice still injured?
Oh no, she's great right now. She's taking a nice rest. She's drinking a little bit.
So Callie will sit next to her and say, so what are your
Zanny,
thoughts on...
sorry, everyone,
Oh.
pause for 1 sec. Zanny, roll me a intelligence check.
This could be bad.
It's not Alice.
I'm sorry, not Alice. Sorry, Zanny.
No,
Zanny.
no, I was saying it's not Alice.
Okay.
It's a mana ghoul.
When you cast Gentle Repose, its body twitches for a moment. You see its jaw just,
Oh, fuck that.
but does not reanimate.
Oh, gross.
But it seemed to react to any magic upon it. So, do you continue to put it into the bag of holding?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm gonna remove its head.
Okay.
And why don't we put
You
that
know,
in the
how
other
about-
bag?
No. How about we're not putting this in any magical bag? We're just going to tie this to the horse and
You're
drag
not
it that
tying
way.
it to the horse.
No, no,
You're not
absolutely
tying
not.
it to Puddin'.
No, we're not tying a dead body to the horse. That'll be infection immediately. No,
Can we drag it behind the camel?
You
it's
can
fine
do
if
whatever
we just
you
don't
want.
take it. It's fine if we just don't take it.
That's definitely an option, and like the more common option.
All
can we
right.
just
Because
burn
I
it
think-
to?
Oh, what was that, Chance?
Can we just burn it to?
Can I spend the hour at least studying it magically to see what makes it different than a normal ghoul?
Yeah, you can work with Alice with Zanny to try to study this mana ghoul.
Okay, let's spend the hour studying it and then we'll burn it before we leave.
Cool. All right, Callie, you were about to say something to Alice, I think.
Alice,
no.
how about we teach you how to use a gun?
Oh, Zanny gave me one.
Oh, I know. I was there when she bought it.
Oh. Okay.
But how about we teach you how to use it?
Well, I'm pretty sure I just sort of look at where I wanted to go and shoot. I'm just kind of scared of it.
Well, that means we need to teach you how to use it. Because you said 2 incorrect things there.
Do I not point it at where I want to shoot it?
Darling, we're going to teach you how to use that weapon, and you're not going to be in this position again.
It was really scary, Zanny. Not Zanny, sorry,
I'm-
Calliope. You're Calliope. I'm sorry, I almost just died again. You've got to forgive me. It's the second time in 2 weeks. 3 weeks? Second time in...
I don't have to forgive you. There's nothing to forgive.
My brain is... It's fuzzy right now. Yeah. Whenever you go... Whenever they hit you really hard, I don't really know where you go, but... It's like a weirdly quiet place.
You don't do quiet so well, do you?
No, not particularly, especially when I can't even hear my own voice to break the silence.
Well, we're going to teach you how to defend yourself.
Yep. The short rest is had. If Zanny and Lance, either one of you can give advantage. If you're looking for medicine versus arcana, there are different DCs for them. So who's doing what?
If I did it, I would roll for Arcana.
And then Zanny, are you okay with that?
I mean, yeah, honestly, that'd be what I'd be doing too. So,
Okay.
I have a plus 11, so
oh yeah, you take the roll. You take the wheel.
Okay. Roll with advantage, Lance. 22. 28, sorry. 28. Nice. Very quickly after it all, I mean, to dissect this very carefully with the medicine check would have actually been harder for it. But just from analyzing the magic and trying to detect things and understand things, it is difficult. Every time you kind of like prod it, even with a cantrip, the body seems to react. And perhaps even once it does reanimate with any magic that you use, like a detect magic, and you both are quickly able to kill it. With whether it's by gun or a dagger or whatever, it seems to very easily be able to come back with any magical exposure towards it. It just innately is hungry for it and devours it as part of its undead state. Studying it further, you're able to determine that this thing seems to be similar to a ghast, except it doesn't have the stench of one. It actually has no smell. And seems to be very much a twisted variant. Lance, you've heard of some of these mana ghouls before. They are kind of like in the deserts. This is the first time you're seeing one. And it's just very interesting the way they work for it. You're burning them, dismembering them is probably the best way, but then they very quickly start to disintegrate regardless of whatever magic you're using.
cool.
Would be what you can, unless you have other questions, that's what you would be able to learn or ascertain from the mannequins.
Do I think I could make these one day?
It's hard to tell. It's a maybe. These things, though, you worry that you creating them does not mean you will be able to bind it to you, because just by the inherent nature of devouring magic, they
It
could
would
just
start
devour
siphoning from me immediately.
Exactly.
That the magic natural bond of the necromancer would siphon almost immediately.
So in theory, you could, but then what are the consequences of having one? It would not be loyal to you. It would try to devour your essence.
These hoes ain't loyal. Got it.
Yes. These ghouls ain't loyal.
These ghouls ain't loyal.
Are you sure you ain't a bard?
Absolutely not.
Are you sure you ain't related to my granddaddy?
Yes. That I am positive of.
Okay.
All right. Over time, you guys then pack up after an hour. Everyone could mark a short rest. Alice, you did roll 3 hit die. I'm not sure how many hit die you rolled previously, but just keep track of them. So if you want to roll one more hit die, you can. Or no, you've used up all your hit die.
No, I used all of them, and then Chance said she was using Song of Rest. So that was one of my D6. That I rolled a D6.
Oh, perfect. I wasn't sure. So awesome. Chance, you're doing poetry as part of your Song of Rest, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the both the story and the playbook for the Morpheus in the underworld, and Chance can't sing, but she's like doing the song more as a lyrical poetry.
Yeah, and it is beautiful. You do a very great rendition of it. And I mean, Morpheus in there, there is definitely a chorus, so it's very like it has a poetic element to it.
Yeah,
But
she's not doing the whole thing right now. She's just like taking out the parts that are, like certain operatic songs and doing them more as like a
Awesome. So anyone who appreciates opera can really appreciate Chance's rendition of it. Kind of like her doing those parts and knowing where those scenes are, those specific words for it. As Morpheus, this hero, travels into the lower realms for his lover and to try to save her after she was deceased or after she died while he was
We'll
away.
be talking more about it later.
Yeah.
This is just a preview.
This is just a preview, but anyone can comment on it if they so choose.
I think Zanny's gobsmacked because she's taken back to her birthday dinners at the opera house with Aunt Furia.
Yep. Awesome.
Alice is just gonna say, is this what you meant when you said study the opera? Callie, I thought you meant you were going to sit in a room and like sit over a desk and study the opera. I didn't think you were going to read the book.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying you've got to be a little bit more. Chance, are you going to study the opera or are you going to just read about it?
Well, I mean, kind of more like a book club kind of thing. Callie doesn't really know. She hasn't been exposed to the opera, so it's more of giving her the story ahead of time before going, so that when she goes, she'll be able to follow.
See,
Sometimes
Callie,
you have to listen through the words, Alice. Maybe this is on you.
darling, you said we're going to start studying the opera. Now, that is a class at the university, and I'm pretty sure I took that class when I was at, secondary school, where
See,
we
now when
would
you
go
say
and
I mean,
study.
if you guys want, I can also tell you guys about, the lyrical,
Darling, I slept through that class once. I don't want to sleep through it again.
I mean, I would hope that I'm more interesting than that, but
It's
she
not
pinches
you.
Alice's arm really hard.
It's not you. It's the. Once you get into the lyrics, it takes away the beauty of it all. I mean, you just have to experience something, and the experience is worth it. Once you get into the nitty gritty, it's like, oh, well, the magic is gone.
I mean,
Sometimes.
as a poet myself, I would have to say that, the rhythms that you use actually add certain elements of, uh, emotion. You know, uh, you're a musician. When you use, uh, uh, crap, now I can't think of the word, but
When you use emotions to
no,
help God. Sorry.
no, I was trying to think of the certain type of music. When you use like the off tones, it creates a creepy effect, or it can create
flat.
a,
I like the
it can
minor
create,
key.
yeah, minor key. That was the thing I was thinking of. But
Okay.
like, yeah, it's not that it takes away, but then you can notice things that maybe they're adding that you wouldn't otherwise.
I'll just note, as an English major, I'm like, yes, you could study and you could create. It's like as an English major, me talking to like people who are music majors. That's the diametric opposed. One wants to just feel the emotions, make the lyrics. The other wants to understand the lyrics and create them. So it's kind of like, it's interesting.
As
Understand
a
that.
as an
I think
ex creative writing major, sometimes the curtains are just blue.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a famous study where the New York University wrote 100 of America's greatest authors and asked them what if they hid symbolism in their stories, and of the 75 that responded, only 2 said yes.
Yeah.
The rest of them are like, no, I said the stories, or like you said, the curtains are blue because they're blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I looked at my curtains and they were blue, so I said the curtains were blue because that's what I was looking at.
This is the Victorian era. They hide things.
But also, that wasn't exactly what I was trying to get across. I was talking about the tools that we were using.
Yeah.
Is it an iambic pentameter? That's the only one I remember.
Oh yeah.
I don't like how dreamy you got with that. See, poetry is we're not friends. I don't get it. I've never gotten it. I don't understand it. I wish I could.
Yeah. No worries. But yes, discussions are had about poetry and music, starting of discussions and debates. After the hour, are you all packing up and heading out? Okay. And if so, all bodies are burned, no body parts are being kept. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Correct. No body parts are being kept.
From the ghouls. Just want to make sure.
Correct.
Yes.
No body parts are being kept.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't like how specific you got, Lance.
I know
No
something's
body
totally up.
parts are being kept.
Something is
From
totally up.
no body parts are being kept from these schools.
Yeah. With that said, you all continue forward.
Because Lance definitely did not tell you guys about the bag of bones he's got with
Damn
him
it!
now.
I said it earlier before, and they were all kind of like, "Would he have? Would he not?"
He
Fine.
would not have. He would
I will
absolutely not
retcon
have.
that. He would not have done it because that's what
Unless Chance brought it up. Lance would not have brought it up.
all right, fine.
I mean,
No.
my passive 23 perception probably saw you collecting all those bones.
But also, she might have brought it up when you just asked her if you could use her bag of holding, and she'd be like, "You already have a skeleton."
Okay, that's fair.
There. You all
No
tucked
new
up the
body
head-
parts are going into any bags at this moment.
Fair. You still have some time. You can make like one more trek, 4 hours into the day. I'm assuming you guys do. M, roll a survival check with advantage.
I'm reapplying his headlight too.
There
Right there.
you go. So let's see what you roll.
Did you root off our camel?
What was that? Oh yeah, no, he
Asked if Alice rooed off our camel.
she rooted off to Camel Camem. Camel.
Chem-L.
Camel. It sounds like Kal-El. All right. Whew, that was a natural one. Thank you for the advantage. 27.
I think he
You
just
can-
thanked himself.
You are able to continue forward up until dawn. And I need at that moment, Callie, roll me a con save, please. Because now you've stood up most of the night. So we'll see if you are suffering exhaustion for the first day. Nope, you were able to weather through it. So no exhaustion this day.
Awesome.
All right. You've been traveling now 12 hours. Do you all want to keep pushing it as dawn approaches, or as dawn is now, the sun has risen past dawn? Or do you want to rest for the day as you guys are switching to traveling at night?
How close do we think we are?
You feel like with M's spectacular leading and with like the quicker pacing, maybe you're a little bit halfway there. Like you've made a good amount of time for things.
Fuck it, let's take a nap.
Okay. As this is happening, I need, because the last one who rolled was M. So Chance, roll me a d20.
Is there anywhere like shaded that we
No.
can nap? No, there's no like rocky overcroppings or anything. We're just in the middle of the Sahara right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why I have tents.
Oh right, we have tents. I forgot about that.
4. Okay.
Would you like my inspiration to re-roll that?
Would I?
I mean, you have no idea what it does.
From Gassan going, I would assume so.
Sure. If you want me to re-roll it, I will re-roll it.
I mean, I didn't say anything else, but okay. 18. Cool. All right. As I will say, actually, this is actually kind of cool for it. That day, as dawn has come and you all are now deciding whether or not you want to keep pushing forward or such, there's a moment. Well, everyone roll perception checks for me, please. Okay.
We are a very perceptive bunch, except for Alice.
And I will say, whoever has exhaustion, which would be Erlon, I think, is the only one at this moment, has disadvantage because he has 2 levels of exhaustion right now.
He rolled with disadvantage. It's
I
fine.
rolled twice. Yeah, at first I only rolled once,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
so I still got a 19.
There it is, 21 and 19. Wow, even with disadvantage, solid rolls. So most of you see it at first, or I would say it may kind of make sense. Chance would see it first of things. She's fire resistant, so kind of like staring eastward. The sunlight, I mean, you don't have resistance against like blindingness or anything, but just like as the heat is rising and such, and as you all are kind of like continuing on, as the sun is rising up on the eastern horizon, you do see that there is this like little bit of a waver in the sunlight. and you kind of like focus on it and you keep your eye on it occasionally, like having to look away and blink away the sunspots from it. And then eventually you're staring out towards it, and
Just find it again.
you are fairly certain there's a bird near the horizon. You point it out a bit to the rest of the group. I'm assuming, well, do you, or before you say anything, I would say that Callie, you also kind of like glance there, and as does Lance, since you all rolled above 20, noticing like the bird in the distance. Do you all react or say anything? It looks like a rather large bird.
Like when you say large, how large?
Like
Is there anything that can give it scale?
like gargantuan size.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With the sun and everything.
Yeah, if it's a gargantuan bird, yes. If it's like a vulture that we've seen,
No, you're able. That's what I'm saying. With the 20, I'm giving you the size reference.
Lance goes, I think we're about to get rocked, guys.
Literally.
So
we should hide the camels and
okay.
The horse. Her name's Puddin'. If we hide the
was
camels,
getting there. Give me a second. I was said the camels and pudding.
Something
approaching. Took a little too long.
Should we un-M and make us, without a Tracy?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I'll drop my wild shape and cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. As you cast Pass Without Trace, are you all attempting to stealth this moment?
Yep.
All right.
I mean, we might as well if I cast the spell about it.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
It's gonna be a friendly bird, and we're gonna
we're
miss
gonna
a
be
big
spending
friend.
inspiration on that.
Is this a straight roll then for me, Kassan?
Yep. It'll be a straight roll. Well, no, it's a disadvantage roll, but you have +10 on it.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay. Shoot.
I guess it makes sense that we can't stealth in, the middle of the open desert.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you get a +10 to all of it.
Yeah, thank God.
As you do this, the bird and the light, you see it takes on a rather reddish hue. And then a moment passes and you hear this echoing screech. Less a screech, actually more of a chirp. And as you look up and watch, a blazing, beautiful phoenix surges across the sky, eyes looking down right where you are.
I immediately
The
dropped
rarity.
I dropped Pass Without Trace because I'm not concentrating on it. I just not even like thinking. I'm just like, oh my God.
It just above you, a beautiful burning phoenix of legend, as rare as a dragon, or perhaps even rarer, is soaring above you, catching the first lights of the sun, looks directly below you all, and just passes by, zooming right past it. Embers of fire just like kind of like fluttering down for a moment, its feathers, just for a brief moment. Roll me a d20. A single feather is all that remains and is within catching distance before it touches the ground. Do you
Oh,
attempt to
hell
grab
yeah,
it?
I'm gonna try to grab it.
Okay, roll a dexterity check for me, please. And anyone else who wants to try it, this is gonna be a dex check. But if there's more than one, you guys can accidentally start interfering.
Can we let Emma go first? And if he fails, we try to catch it underneath him.
Nope, this is a declaration now because this is all of you like just jumping. So if it's just
that
Em,
was almost bad, but it rolled over to a good number.
No, we let Em do it.
Yeah, no, I see him gobsmacked and I want to go for it, but I'm not going to.
You rush forward and reach out and are able to grab it right before it touches the ground. Roll me a d6, please. A 2. Okay. You look at it, and that's actually kind of I was doing it in for certain colors of it in increments. So give me a second. In your hands, as you look on it, the fire kind of like coalescing and sputtering out, it starts to glow and is a warmth to you as you hold in your hand a ruby red phoenix feather.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can we all see this?
Yeah, he dropped past without a trace and immediately rushes and jumps right before it like you even do like baseball style if you want,
Yeah.
where you just like charge and you slide and you grab it right before it touches the ground. And
How
in your
far away is
hand,
the bird?
the bird is already careening and is zipping through. It's following the light of the sun. So
Yeah,
it's
how
just
far away though?
I'm sorry, what?
How far away?
At this exact moment, I would say
If I
it's
yell, can it hear me?
maybe.
Lance is going to stand up and scream as loud as he can in Celestial because Lance assumes this is a god of some sort or a demigod of something. Thank you, friend. We are honored by your gift.
You scream this, and you just hear it screech and squawk, and it's high pitched phoenix screech, and keeps going, and it is gone a moment later. Like
Lance is going to
you
turn
haven't
back and he says, "You're welcome." The bird said, "You're welcome," and his name's Fifi.
Yeah, Em is just holding the feather in his hands, just staring at it with excitement.
So that just happened.
Oh,
I mean, it's
so
gotta be good luck,
this
right?
this is real. This is happening. All right.
Yeah, no, yeah, that happened. That was real.
But I mean, that's
Oh.
good, right?
Oh yeah. It's a good sign.
I mean, I reckon it's better than good.
Phoenix flying over us. Oh, that's a good sign.
Does this mean we have to beat the Ruby Phoenix now?
No, it does not mean anything. It just wait, the ruby.
What about the Ruby?
Could we do something with the feather and the? I know we needed it. We were thinking about using the other feather before to get it out, but I'm just wondering if it
Oh
would
yeah,
still
that's
like
what the
it.
bandits were trying to do, right?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well, they were
maybe
going to use
from-
it to melt the amber, but
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
touch.
but-
Let's touch them together and see what happens.
yeah. But I was thinking maybe you do something else. Maybe nothing.
I can't help
happens
it.
if
Just
we-
looking at Chance's image, just imagining her just saying, "Yeah, let's make it into a giant quill." So
Can we touch him? Is everybody okay with that?
No.
you guys want to touch the magic ruby with the magic phoenix feather?
And you're absolutely certain I can't have this amber.
The amber's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, the amber melted away.
Oh yeah. It's
No, we just
gone.
have a ruby necklace.
Yeah.
Then why are we touching them together?
I don't know what's
I
going to
mean,
happen if we touch them
if
together.
now that's if I mean
Maybe
if-
something cool. Maybe
if him
we
wants
cause
to do
a
that
supernova.
too.
Why don't you put like the feather, put it like on it instead of just like touching them together? Like have the feather here and like put the ruby on it.
So are you guys touching making them touch? Yes.
So what are you expecting to happen here?
I don't know. Something amazing.
Nothing. Maybe. I'm not expecting anything. It's just a test.
For science.
Could be
as
nothing
kids would
happens.
say.
Literally,
I just
nothing
thought-
could happen, or something
Why,
very.
why do
cool
we
could
have to
happen.
do this right now? Like,
Oh.
can't we just
I
bring
mean,
it
I
to
feel like there's
Oh,
also a
again,
slight
guys.
chance that
Again, we
It
don't have to.
could-
I just had the idea. That's all.
Hey, we can bring it to Geith though. Wouldn't he know?
Yeah, we can ask him about it.
I mean, I don't know that he'd know, but I do feel like maybe when we're closer to the
I-
city, in case we need resources, and you know, summon the
was thinking
phoenix
that-
or something.
I was thinking the
know,
opposite in
I
case it goes
actually
bad
have-
and we level the city.
Well, that's why I suggested close to the city, but not when we get back in the city,
So
like
I
outside of the
have
city.
I have an idea of what we can do. We can put a pin on touching them together for now.
Just
And
the tips.
then unless we want to stop here for about 11 minutes for me to do the ritual so I can consult the stones to see if touching them would be a good idea or a bad idea or just a thing that happens, kind of neutral, nothing idea.
I'm pretty sure we were gonna make camp here, so
Yeah, Nasir's already been tasked with putting up Alice's tent.
yeah, I
Oh,
figure you
all
have
right.
like
Well,
eight,
then
eight,
I
8 to 10 hours, so you can consult the bones as many times as you want.
yeah, sure. And we'll pull out the stuff he needs for his augury ritual, and he'll cast augury to see if he's concerned that the feather's going to be destroyed if they touch it, and he doesn't want that to happen.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna ritually cast another spell.
Okay. What spells are you casting?
I'm just gonna cast Identify on it.
Okay. All right. Using augury. What are you? Because you're starting at first, Sam. What is your question?
So the augury spell is I receive an omen about the results of a specific course of action I plan to take, and the plan of action or the action I plan to take is touching the feather to the ruby
Cool.
thing.
Wheel or woe, wheel and woe, or nothing. The bones clatter after as you cast and finish the spell. Nothing.
All right, we can try it.
Lance, you finish about almost the same time period. Identify. You're casting Identify on the Phoenix feather.
Yeah.
You are immediately able to tell that there is with the red Phoenix feather, which you remember, the Phoenix feather that you gave back to the Devilkin siblings in Wahapa was a golden one. This one is red. This one is full of evocation and elements of both conjuration as well as transmutation, I believe.
Huh.
Let me just consult my color wheel. 1 second. Two.
Hey guys, we could use this as components to make a really bitchin' fireball.
Or we could sell it and make some money.
Sorry, not transmutation, or sorry, not conjuration, but transmutation, evocation, and where's the other one? Illusion.
Evocation is primary.
Yes.
Or, and hear me out, we can take this gift and cherish it and treasure it and not sell it for coin.
Technically, it's yours, Em. If you don't want to sell it, don't sell it. Don't touch tips. Don't do whatever you don't want to do.
Yes, you should save it because it might be useful later.
You don't get a vote, Lance. It's Embers.
I am not demanding anything. I am merely making a suggestion as a friend.
And with that said, you all do take your watches, or if you choose not to, you're fine. You all are able to bed down and sleep during the day. This time, sleep comes easier to all of you. You don't have to worry about rolling con saves because you've already shifted your circadian rhythm, so to speak.
Kasan,
So everyone is able to mark off a long rest.
can I, above my tent, like stretch out my blanket in a way so it's like a little shade over my tent so the sun's not so blazingly hot in
Yeah.
my tent? Yeah.
You can try to create layers of tenting.
Yeah.
And you would have also, if you wanted to, have acquired any of the tarps with the serpentkin we're using, you can have more cloth to create more tent space.
She would have asked around, but Alice did not. Alice did not grab anything. She got
No.
her little blankie.
Then you put the blanket out on top of the tent, and you're good.
I guess I wasn't here. Zanny, did you take snake boy venoms?
I did not because I forgot to.
Oh, okay.
Lance, roll an intelligence check to see if you would have remembered before leaving.
Me and Chance talked about it in our.
Yeah, we had a conversation about it. In fact, I said, "Oh look, Zanny's over there. I think she's elbow deep in snake venom."
Did you type it in the?
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
our RP
Okay,
chat.
then that-
Yeah, that we're like,
because
oh look at Zanny's over there harvesting snake venom. She's elbow deep in snake guts.
Fair,
Yeah,
fair.
it was a
I'm
thing I was gonna
happy-
do and just kind
Yeah,
of forgotten the past week.
If I didn't look at it, I didn't see it. That's probably why, because I was just there's lots to look at.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say that you have some snake venom. We'll see, like, do some rolls after the fact. But it is now late afternoon. You all mark off a long rest. For Erlon, you're no longer 2 levels of exhaustion, you're just 1. And you all start making your way again to trek northward towards Jed. Same scenario, but before that, since we did Chance, Callie, roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay.
Roll an 18 again.
14. Okay. Throughout the night, you all are able to continue forward. M, if you would like, roll your survival check with advantage.
Your head lighted up, buddy. Lead the way.
For this first part, he wouldn't need it because it's like late afternoon turning to evening. It would be after the first roll for it. Then he would need the light. 27.
Alice, what color are you giving him a light?
Oh, we decided it was like regular headlights, but not LED headlights, because he's not a Ford F-150 and he's not tailgating you going 5 miles over the speed limit on the highway.
With a Confederate flag blown in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I feel very personally insulted by 90% of what you just said.
Oh, only 90?
I don't have a Confederate flag, but I do have a F-150
It's the most
Night.
popular truck in America.
with LED headlights.
Night comes,
But do you
and
have tools?
with it, you are continuing on. So you pop the light onto M.
No, mine's very pretty.
M, roll one more time.
Erlon, as my father calls it, it's a street queen.
Mine's always muddy. It's okay.
Mine was custom built. It's a year old.
21. All right. As this is now you have the light on, you're trekking through the night, in the middle of the night, I should say, as you're going forward. Alice, roll me a d20, please. Okay.
A second Phoenix.
Nope.
If only.
What's the night phoenix called? A moonix.
When the moon hits the sky like a big
With
piece of
that,
pie.
M, roll your last, or potentially, we'll see if this is your last one for the day, I should say. Roll your survival check.
Double net.
Double nat 20s would be awesome.
I'd say that I said Venonat.
Venonat.
That's pretty good.
I would never jinx it.
All right. As you all are tired from a full 12 hours trekking, you see Bavard in the distance on the 9th of heat. Do you push forward? You are tired. If you push forward, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to be triggering exhaustions.
No.
Who cares?
Fuck no, no.
The guy
No
that's
one
been
cares.
exhausted the entire session.
Carry me.
The big guy's like, I'm
Can I
so
carry him?
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, like that one day, Alice just slept on Callie. Can Erlon just sleep on Zanny or the
Yeah.
rest of us?
Well, the
That's
problem
what
is
I
he
want.
already has the sleep. So if he wants to continue to go to sleep while you guys are traveling, that's fine. Like he
Fuck
could
yeah.
I will carry
Yeah,
him
but I
like
mean, like-
in a baby Bjorn, so he doesn't
Okay.
have
Yeah,
to
so he
stress
doesn't get
himself.
more exhaustion.
One, you can't
Thank
two.
you.
How
Thank you,
how
Tim.
far is Brevard
I would say right now it's like a couple hours away.
from Jeddah?
Oh no, we're talking about from you to here. From Bavard to Jeddah, that would be like 4 hours.
And we're at Brevard, or
You're 2
We're
hours
2
away.
hours away.
from Bavard. So you're basically like 6 hours away from Jeddah.
and what
6 to
time is it
7.
right now?
At this moment, it's right past dawn. It would be like around 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning.
So we
I'd say
would
more
be back
is
at noon and then pass out for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But
Push through.
I don't want to be exhausted. Yeah, okay.
You'll
We
be
can push
exhausted
through.
for
Let's
the-
push through.
Okay, you push through. Continuing on.
I will carry Erlon the whole way.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm
everyone
also
roll-
dozing on Callie's shoulder again. The drool is just.
So I'm gonna ask for M. Whoever is not sleeping has to basically roll a con save. So whoever is not sleeping, roll con saves. So awesome. Let's see.
Wait, so am I a
You are
camel? Not
also
sleep-
you are not sleeping because you're one of the camels at the moment.
Okay, because that's not a mental stat, so I need to roll a camel's con save.
Yep. Chance, you're saying that you're gonna stay out there in the middle of the desert all alone?
Well, that was, my con save is like, no, I'm real tired, guys.
Yeah.
I'm real tired.
Gotcha. So if you want, I mean, you could also feel pass out, and someone else is
No,
like
I'm the
dragging
only person on my camel.
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
what I'm
one
saying,
for
like,
me to
the
pass out
reins-
onto.
Lance can kind of like hold the reins while you're passed out on it.
I've got Chance's camel in one hand and
No, I don't-
Erlon like
I
the
don't-
baby in
I
the
don't have-
other.
I got trust issues.
You are able to do it. You don't pass out, but you do suffer a point of exhaustion. So let's
Well,
see who's
Okay, wait. Is this to get to Bavard, or are we rolling to get all the way to Deshna?
That's a good question. Are you all trying to get to Jeddah, or are you trying to just?
Because 2 hours seems like all right. Or are we trying to go all the way? Because I will stop in Bavard and catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Unless you want to timey-wimey me it right now. It's up to you.
I thought we were gonna go all the way and then just literally sleep from 12 until the dawn of the next day.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was just all the way.
Yeah, but
and
we
then
have to pass
work.
through Bavard, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but
Okay, so I'm gonna stay at a hotel in Bavard, and you guys continue on.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
will stay behind too, so you're not alone.
It's a city with a hotel. I mean,
It's a town.
It's
with
also
hope.
a sketchy city on the edge of town.
And what things can't happen to you in a city?
no, but I mean,
You got
I'm not
attacked by
gonna
a
buddy
vampire in a city.
Yeah, it's fine.
well.
Also, I
look.
want you. Actually, hold on. I'm going to stay in Bavard with you because if we wake up and it's still daylight, we need to go. We have adventures we still need to do in Bavard, me and you. So,
I mean, you all have a discussion. What were we about to say, Alice?
I was just gonna say if we push on till Jeddah and we go to bed and sleep until tomorrow morning, we'll also fix our sleep schedules without having to deal with the 3-day mess of I'm nocturnal now.
I thought actually that would, if we get, because wasn't that us getting there at noon, and then falling asleep, that would actually make our sleep schedule pretty much the same, because noon
Yeah.
plus 8 hours would have us waking up at
So
8
here-
p.m.
So here's what I'm gonna say, and just to kind of like rule it out for this. For it, if you all are trying to rest at Bavard or Jeddah, like sleeping, you're still gonna be nocturnal because you're still sleeping in the day. You basically have to stay up further, which will then make you diurnal back to the day when you sleep at night. So for those who are trying to push to Jedna and stay awake to try to then sleep at night, then you're good. If you're trying to just sleep right when you get there, then you're going to be nocturnal.
Alice, I'm heading to Jedna. Do you want to get off or you want to stay on?
Alice is half asleep, but she just goes, Jedna, bedna.
All right, so the party is splitting between those going to Jedna and those going to Bavard. So, with that being said, who's
How-
going to? I'm
How
just gonna
late
ask,
do
who's
we have
staying
to
in-
stay up?
at Jedna? You have to
Mhm.
basically maybe like 8 or 9, and then sleep at 8 or 9 p.m. And right now, like I said, it's like 7 in the morning. By the time you get to Bavard, it'll be like 9. By the time you get to Jedna, 12:01.
Sadie has coffee. We'll make it.
We'll
Yeah.
make it.
So just to confirm, Lance and Chance are staying in Bavard. Is that correct?
I rolled a 5. I'm like passing out. I'm like, yes, I'm staying here.
And I will stay behind so she's not alone and we have other things to do when we wake up, anyways.
Okay. Lance and Chance stay behind, and the rest of you make your way towards Jedna, where I will say you all are able to then take some sleep, should you choose. And probably rest up in the inns that you or the rooms that you have secured. And Big Red, you're the one that goes to collect the reward. Do you do that the same day, or are you waiting until the 10th?
I'm waiting to do it with everybody else.
Okay. So on the 10th, you all will collect your reward, and Big Red, you'll just make a report, not needing to write anything down, but just like reporting in what happened. And we'll see what happens then. So we'll pick up next session on the 10th.
One more thing, Gaswan.
Sure.
On the way, like once we were getting towards Jedna and it was like midday, Alice would have sent a sending to Kaya and told her to reserve a box, like a big one.
Okay. Let me roll to see. Okay, wait, sorry, should we Alice, great to hear from you. I'll see what I can do. This is short notice to buy an entire box. I'll see what I can do.
Alice is gonna send another sending. I have a few friends who would like to see the opera, and Bruce should be here tomorrow. Whatever you can do. Love you.
Great. I'll see what I can do securing a sizable box for Bruce and friends. And I'll let you know.
Yeah. We're going to see the opera, boys. That means you too, Big Red. Rest up, buddy boy. We're going to the opera.
That means sleeves, Erlon.
That does mean sleeves. It can be like 3/4 sleeves or like half sleeves or even short sleeves.
We could put you in a pretty dress.
We could put
No
you in a pretty
sleeves.
dress. It could
Yeah.
be
No
a sleeve. It
sleeves.
could be a strapless dress.
All right. With that said, we'll call the session there. For everyone, just for ideas on like such, we're gonna pick up on the 10th. You all presumably regrouping, and then collecting reward. I'll ask what you guys are planning on doing for the day, and then we'll do a brief moment of what's going on in the opera. We won't go all into it, but at least give everyone a moment to do whatever they're going to do in the opera and potentially meet other individuals. But congrats, you made it back home, and you are this close to completing your first quest and collecting your reward for it. So awesome. Great session, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, Happy New Year to all. Hopefully 2024 will be a good one. And I'll see you all next week. Till next time.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Good night.